I guess we're live now. So, hey guys, welcome to our VCT America Watch Party. We have started the week 5 and day 3. I'm Ania Zita, Brazilian content creator from Rex Gang and play-by-play caster of 12 different games. I'll be your host today, and I'm accompanied by Vermelha, also known as Red, our content creator and sports caster as well. But today she is our guest. So, hi, darling.
Hi, Nazita. Hi, everyone that is in there. I'm really excited to be here today. In Brazil, you can call me Vermelha, but that basically means red. So feel comfortable to do that if you want to. But today we have another country, another area coming there because we have crew. So you also can call me Roja. I would say
Roja,
that.
yeah. I love it.
Please don't. But if you want to, feel free to do it. And I'm really excited to see this match today. High expectation. I think we know the results. I'm not gonna jinx anything. It's just because it's the top. Like we have Loud in the first place, and we have Crew in the bottle. So I think will be complicated, but I'm excited. I want to see what is there for us.
And it indeed is a privilege to be able to participating directly in this game by Loud, that is one of our Brazilian representatives and the single only team that remains undefeated in this point phase of VCT Americas, and that even took a perfect Pearl map against Evil Geniuses. However, against the Crew team, Loud lost at the 2022 Copenhagen Masters, and we both know the roosters had some differences, and indeed a lot of the adaptation comes from the continuous work. So I'm really excited to witness the full power and Loud, and let's check if they're gonna get their revenge or not.
Yeah, and I know that in the past, Peru has been this Brazilian nemesis. I would say that not only for Loud, but like for ninjas in pajamas, like everyone were like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to play Crew. Oh no. And then I can't say that for the past few months because I think they didn't get there yet with this team. They need to do some work that they are trying. I think they are trying because, for example, in lock-in, we saw that, for example, Nags, he was playing Jet, and now he's staying with Killjoy. So they are trying to do different things and changing people. For example, today we have a Shady playing for Crew instead of staying the bench. And it's great because he's Brazilian and he will play against Brazilians. And people say that Brazilian knows Brazilian. So he can have some ideas or, I don't know, some insights that can help Crew.
Indeed, and I mean, we get a little heartbroken to see Brazil on both sides. But today, like as we are here in Rex Gang channel, we'll be broadcasting to you guys in English, considering the fact that Rex Gang has the rights to be part of the Watch Party program by Riot Games. I'm just checking. We are literally really close to start, and as soon as we get the map pool, we can talk a little bit more about that. But as we speak, I'm getting the Loud stats, and I mean, their most favorable map right now is Ascent with 22 wins and 2 losses only. It's huge. We've known Loud's Ascent for a long time and we've worshipped all of their setups. And I mean, they really get some compositions that can work pretty well with the map, that it's a really wide sideways. And indeed, I can see that we can maybe get a ban from Crew in the map rotation. Let's check that.
Yeah, and also we saw Crew playing Ascent at Lock-in, and they lost. Like it wasn't that day. They had 2 defeats that day, and I believe they will ban this, even though it's a map that I see that most people like to play, like in comps or in championships. Even me, I like to play Ascent. I think it's a balanced team, and now the teams are getting there, Anizita.
Yeah, definitely. And just like really close to Ascent, we also get to see a little bit of Loud's huge brain and also a huge aim. In I mean, they have like 91% of win rate in Breeze, but I mean, I love that map. Sadly to see it go. Either way, we're about to start. We can see the players entering the field, and I mean, I'm super, super excited. We can always see the dogs that Aspas gives to all of his companions. And either way, we started with Sadhak, our EGL. I'm super, super excited, Red, because we see like this huge rivalry between Cru and any Brazilian teams. But let's check them already finishing the entrance.
Yeah, and we saw that Akshedi was the first one to get in the stage. I think he's really excited because he had the chance to play in lock-in, and he was the best player in the match, like for his team on Ascent. And I think as he is a player that is in the bench, he will do like as best as he can to show like that he deserved a spot. I'm not saying he's getting the spot, but I think he will just try to show the best as he can. And gira aspas, there's a Brazilian saying for aspas is like spin aspas because he plays jet all the time. So
Yeah, and he goes like speeding just like a merry-go-round, like a hurricane. He and his little dogs like spreading the Brazilian love. And we know the fact that there are many people in the studio rooting for them means a lot to have those tiny support. But either way, as we're about to begin, they're gonna go through their PCs, and I think we're gonna get like live about the maps. I'm trying to see if we have any updates as well. But we're gonna get like surprises. But either way, as Ashadi is like playing for the first time in Cruz Rooster, I gotta say I'm gonna enjoy watching either way. But I'm all as always rooting for Loud.
yeah, of course, like we are Brazilian, so we can say the opposite. I have a crew jersey, like a fun fact. I have one, but I love Loud, and I think will be a 2-0. Not because I like Loud, but just because it looks like it's going to be that way. Because it's very hard to a team that is in the bottle just go against the top one team from the competition so far. And we know that at this point, Loud has a lot of confidence, and I think they are just gonna see. We didn't get that ban. We don't have bans for accent, so that's
Pro
risky.
chose Ascent. Oh my, that's like huge. And I gotta say, to find out that we are gonna play Pearl as well gives us some hope due to the fact that Loud's last game was a perfect game at Pearl. So
Yeah.
we have like Fracture in Ben Lotus as well. Now Haven in the second round. And we're about to check out the decider. Let's hope we don't get there. Haven also banned. But either way, it leaves us with only split. I'm really excited. They're like really great maps by Loud. They're gonna start attacking at Pearl and defending at Ascent.
Yeah, I have a few comments to do. For example, Pearl, I really believe there's a. I can't say that I can't say that as Loud favors map so far, like at this point, but I would say that it's getting there because Ascent was a map that was like 2022. I would say that, and we know that Loud play changed a lot with Bazooka leaving, Bizika leaving, and Fraud getting there, and also the two other plays that left, and we now have Tuis and Kawanzi. I think they are playing a different way. So even if they are still having a very strong Ascent, I think Pearl is the favorite map so far at this competition.
And we're already checking the Ajax selected. Oh my, we're gonna get the loving ways of Loud. I mean, I gotta give at least some hope to see not only the fact that we have Harbor in both teams, but as I'm checking like from above, we have pretty much the same setup for both teams. They're gonna do the what we in Brazil call the Control C, Control V, the key
Yeah.
sets.
And I would say that the agents that we can see there with Loud are agents that they feel very comfortable playing with. For example, Kawanzin almost all maps he plays with Sky, and we don't need to say anything about Aspas because he's always picking Jet in all maps. And I think that composition is a very safe decision. Is the idea that they found to work up this map, because, for example, the B side is very difficult to defend, but we can see that Crew is defending first. So as they have the same composition, I think they will try to play against Loud, because they probably studied like how they play and what they do to be so strong at this map.
And as we start the first pistol of our series, we can check that Crew is already getting way busted by Loud's insane attack. We got the first killing hints of Sadhack, but now Klaus managed to repeat his way. Now it's a 4v2 situation. Really explosive attack by Loud. They at least have to slow down a little bit, since we have the toxic wall up and it's gonna be destroyed as we watch Kawanzin's Echo. And as we are approaching the last minute, it seems that the Loud is going to rotate to A side.
Yeah, we can see that even if even if Crew was defending and with the same composition, Loud know how to play. They know what is the idea, what to do. They got two, and then the other one, so they got three kills, and then now it's pretty easy. They to come back from this.
And Nagzad here is standing as he can see the spike being planted. Now it's all in hands of Mouser. It's a 4v1 situation, really tough to catch his breath. Spike's already on the ground, and now as he's trying to stay alive, there is no way. It is a round win for Loud. And it's a really good way to start, since we already had the shadow of Loud never winning pistols.
Oh yeah, we have that, but I believe it was mostly for the past year. Like this year that we have a new coach, we have a fraud instead of Bazooka. I like Bazooka was the world champion, but we are not talking about this. If it was a contest about pistols, I would say that fraud is having new ideas and changing that. And we can see that they stayed with two sheriffs for this round, so they didn't force everything.
Yeah, they didn't have much of an economy. We see Aspas already carrying his Phantom, Kawanzin carrying a Spectre, and Twiz with a Bulldog. Sadhack and Last still with their insanely devastating sheriffs. We checked that Mouser already got like a lot of damage through the spray that Aspas was delivering. No, Kawazin was delivering. We see also the positioning of the cascade and planted the spike. Now Crew has to try a perfect retake. Last already found her all the way to middle, and they are devastatingly busted. Mouser, oh my! Last simply insanely playing that sheriff, who really has a different aim. Mouser was the first one to get damaged, but now he's the last player standing. 5v1 situation, and ace clutch would be impossible at this time. All right, Red, we already have a second point guaranteed for Brazil.
Yeah, Loud. I would say that impossible is not really impossible, but now the spike is beeping, and I think they are just gonna leave like this. And he died for the spike, so didn't have any additional money going to Loud. But I think they are good so far. They saved money for the last round, and now it's bonus round.
And I mean, as we see, it's a different setup this time, since crew players already have their insane weapons. We check that they are full shield as well, and Loud has 3 players with a half shield. That's gotta be problematic, but let's check. Also, we have like less 2 ult orbs left to get his Viper Spit. Let's see what's gonna happen as Loud starts to advance through middle. Kawazin already got the blind, but there was no one there to be blinded. We have like an indeed insane amount of water running here in middle. The walls are gonna come down, low toxin from Viper. And now he has clear view of inside B side. Machete is Trying to cover the way to middle. Oh, he may get to see Kasnit. Oh no, the wall just went up, and the last minute is already between us. He goes through Museum. Oh my! Kasnit wasn't carrying his weapon, but Les gets another kill against Ashadi. Now it's insanely easy to get that plant. 3v5 situation, and Les already has his Viper's Pit.
It wasn't that great idea to have the knife in the hand with this like smoke in the middle because they didn't have any idea what Les or any other player could be in the bomb already. But we can see that basically this gave up the round for them, and I think they're saving. And as they say, save is safe, so they are just staying at the other side waiting for any presents. I would say gift. Kawanzing is going there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, the spike's already ticking. We don't have much way of crew to retaking this way. It's already a 3-0 here at Pearl. I wonder, are we gonna get another perfect Pearl map?
Don't jinx that.
I'm not jinxing. I mean, the jinx is already inherent to me, so
All right, so
I'm
let's
doing it positively.
All right, I will pretend there's not your fault then, if that happens. Okay, so yesterday I saw that we were too close to be a 13-1. Maybe it's a 13-1 today.
Well, we can always hope for the best. And as we started the last round, Les still has his ults to play around. But Crew doesn't have much economy left. They got like half buys. We see that Klaus, Kazin, and Nags managed to get their Phantoms. But Ashadi didn't get so lucky, as well as Melser. We see Klaus now getting restored by the delightful regrowth of Sky. And Kazin got the first kill against Twiz. Now we get the spike down and recuperated by Loud. Aspas is the one carrying it. And the time runs by. We are already at the last minute. Oh, Ashadi managed to secure the kill against Les. Now we are in trouble. It's a 5v3 situation that does not ease the way of us. Come on, Loud. We still have a way through side B. And there's like a pretty great setup by Killjoy. Nox is staying inside Museum. I'm really worried, Red.
Yeah, like but he's there open. So if they just that happens. He got killed by them, and now they have the open bomb. They don't know yet, but if they just rush a little bit, they will be vanished.
If they rush a little, they're gonna get the plant. Kawazing manages to at least find out that someone here is in heaven, as it's really low. And Sadhak secures another wonderful kill. Now it's a 3v3 situation. Aspas! Oh my god, Loud does it again! It's another point for Brazilians. Oh my!
Yeah, and Crook can even say there was a good round because they got 2 kills. Because Loud has a great key points. I would say that they still have a lot of money besides Les, but Les can buy something not as strong and stay inside of this pit and don't have like a lot of issues with that. But I would say there's something that I could notice. There was like Les is one of the best aim of the scenario, and he just lost like to a stinger. I wouldn't say that's the best thing to see.
Yeah, it really can be painful to do that, but let's go again. 4-0 to Loud. They're insisting on advancing through B side. We see Kaolinzin putting all the way, but now we have a trade. Ashadi managed to secure a kill against Aspas just as he finished Kaznit. Twiz managed to go for the plant. Klaus is really trying to get, but Kaolinzin is always here for the scene. Oh my god, Klaus gets 2 kills with his Bulldog. Melser is coming from behind. It's already a really difficult situation, but it's also a 2v2. Nagzat already really trying to peek, but as Melser goes down the ramp, he secures a kill against Les, and now Nagzat does it. First point for Crew.
Yeah, it will be the 4-1, the new 7-1.
Oh
we still
my,
can have the 13-1, okay? We still can have the 13-1.
Yeah, sure.
So I would say that now it was a little bit expensive a lot because they used the knocking for like to get inside of the bomb. So it was a little bit expensive than they wanted to be. I would say that. And now I would say that is a little bit complicated because Ashad has that bird knocking, and he can use that to defend the bomb and delay a little bit the entrance to that.
Well, Ashed is now down. We have like 2 kills for Crew and 1 for Loud. As he could use the Reckoning to at least secure the location of Loud's players. We're already trying to be really, really careful, but check out, Aspas already brought his operator, and he is simply a monster with that. He gets the kill against Kaznit, but now we have the setup of the Seekers are already coming, and Nazat gets a kill against Les. It's a 3v2 situation. Remind ourselves that Aspas has his Blade Storm. Let's see if he's gonna cut through some heads. Cloudman's he got intel just as the spike was planted. The cove was breached, but Milester is inside of it. He managed to get the click of the defuse. Oh no, we are in trouble now because he tried to position his poison. Oh my god, that's an insane spray transfer. Twiz was banned, it was defeated, but now it's a 1v1 situation and Nagza gets the kill against Aspas. He goes for the defuse. He has time to do that. It's a 4-2.
Yeah, I think now Aspas got a little bit more confident than was supposed to. He just had to wait for the click. But we are talking about Aspas. He is one of the best players. Even I think he's the best one, but I don't know if someone elected anyone yet. But Aspas is one of the most brilliant players ever, and I think he just believes much in his aim. And I thought that, like in my mind, he would just have to wait for the click, but it's Aspas.
After losing Twist from just like any single use ability, it's gotta be some tough act. And check that out! We have Aspas already spinning his blades. He got 2 kills. Kevin already summoned his blades. He was insanely defeated. Oh my, the blind goes, and Cloud team already starts to transfer their location across the middle of the map. Nagzat. Oh, he managed to destroy the Trailblazer. Oh no, Asheri! He stopped Aspas with his Bulldog. It's last minute as we're about to get the plant. The last summons his insanely well-positioned Viper Spit. He's gonna cover the spike as we speak. And Asheri also summoned his ulti. We have the space of the Reckoning trying to locate Loud's team. Intel was fast. Ashari began to defuse. Oh, the poison gets simply blasted by Les's skills. Now it's a difficult situation. Melser secures on 1, but now it's a Shetty versus the Wood with a single point of life. Les gets the triple and the point for Loud.
Yeah, now we have a 5-2. My dream of the 13-1 just went away with the second point of Crew, but now we have Loud winning again and maybe recovering a little bit more confidence because they know they can do that. But something that is really weird about the journey of Loud so far in this championship is that they are usually like losing their first map and doing like a turnaround in the second and the third one. But I don't think that today would be the case because they already have 5 points in the attack, and this map, I don't know. What do you think? Is a defense map or is it attack map?
I mean, Loud's attack is being pretty ruthless as we've been checking through like 5 amazing saddle points. But I mean, as we're gonna see the sides turns, they have the same composition. So the same fortune that's been displayed against Crew as an attacker is gonna be the same as defense. We have the first killing hands of Aspas, and they are already starting to set up some pretty great stacking. Goes for another. It's already a 5v3 situation. We have a spike planted. Kawanzin positions his moment to set the Trailblazer. Oh, the blind got a Shetty. The spike is ticking. They still, Crew already has some time lost, but they may manage to secure it again. We see again the high tide covering their vision, and time is running short. It's now or never for Crew. They're really wasting the precious seconds between the spike starting to tick in, and now there's no way left to defuse. We are gonna get another point to Loud. It's now 6-2, and dare I say, a wonderful display of Aspa's ability.
Yeah, and I believe that crew already had the idea to die to the spike, so they were there just waiting to see if they could get any weapons from Loud. But that what happens, they Loud went to the other way, and then they just died out to the spike. And now we have the first time out to crew. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting because like since the beginning there were like 4-1, and usually when we have like this score match we have like 4-1 is the time that they ask for the timeout.
Yeah, and they get to talk a little bit since I don't think it was like a setup defect that they're displaying. Loud's really being insane to beat. They're managing to get like really safe kills, not exposing themselves as much. They're deciding at the end, and we already know that Loud has a lot of that.
Yeah, and I believe the dance of chairs that crews have been since the beginning of the year is not helping them to find their way to play because, for example, they had a team, but when they were going to like finally perform with the team and lock in, they changed one play. Like we had Akshadi, he was in the bench, but for lock in he played, and after that they just let Shunt go, and then also changed the coach, and now they are doing just changing functions. For example, Nags, we saw him play Jet, and he plays also Killjoy. There's very weird, I would say, because when I see a player, I know that happens a lot, but I think that when you play a duelist, like a duel, you are just someone that likes to play first, and when you play a sentinel, you're not that. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's a really change of like psychology involved. You're always going ahead. You're already starting to pick for kills. But as a sentinel, you gotta be like really resourceful. And as we speak, we have lockdown positioned, and for both ways. So we're gonna have like two domes trying to at least defend the attack of Loud. We have no one detained, but now they are already trying to breach from inside of A site. We have some now Nano Swarm position, and also the Cove. Twist goes for the plant. It's a 5v5, not 5v5, darlings. Aspas goes and manages the first kill. He's an insane Jet player, as we already managed to talk about. Sadhak he lost some life, but now Kawanzin was defeated. Klaus goes for, oh my god, that's insanely bad for us because Crew got 3 wonderful kills in just a matter of seconds. Now they get the defuse, they get the 3rd point in this first round. Oh my.
Yeah, and it was very fast as they got this about like those skills, and I don't know what they spoke in the timeout, but it worked, and let's see if they can do like a comeback from this. I wouldn't say that would be easy because we can still see that Aspas, for example, has a great aim. He's already playing in this match. We say that. So I wouldn't say that like people can say that as a disaster, but I don't think so. It's still 6-3. They still have time to win, but we also can have the 9-3. That is not great. It jinxed by itself.
Yeah, that's really, really haunting for us Brazilians. But let's keep going. We have like pretty great setups. Kazin is already carrying an operator, and the rest are with the assault rifles. As we check, Aspas positioning his cloud bursts to secure some ground for himself. Also, the moment that we saw the Trailblazer seeking for some information, they managed to get the plant without securing any kills. Now Crew has to take them down one by one. Aspas Oh, he got Nazat. Oh my God, he got Klaus from behind the walls. But Melser secures not only one but two kills, and he's trying to secure more. It's a 3v3 moment. Oh my, comes in open with all the hands in their weapons, but Les already was defeated. Now it's a really difficult situation. It's a 2v1. The time is ticking, and Les got the first one. Melser. Oh my, check him out! Insane clutch player from our team. It's just the last, guys.
Yeah, we saw that crew just focus a lot on the players that was in the ramp and forgot about who was over there with the poison. And Les, we know that he has like, well, as I was saying before, he has one of the best aim of the scenario. And I would say that they just forgot about him for a while, and it wasn't the best choice.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna check already with that. I mean, as we have a 7-3 moment in the scoreboard, I'm really worried since we're not gonna get like the 9-2, but the 9-3 can be like so troublesome. Well, let's keep going because Loud already decided to attack through B site. The cascade already dropped down. Aspas carrying his cloudburst. Remember that Mouser also has his ult, his Viper Spit, but wasn't already placed. As the time keeps ticking, we are straight ahead from the Trailblazer checking for some intel. Oh my God, Les gets the first kill, but can't manage to secure a trade. As we speak, Loud keeps trying to get that spike planted, but they lost the carrier. Kawanzing, as he managed to secure a third kill, Mouser now doesn't get to save the day, but Kaznit burning his guardian. He may be a threat. The positioning of the poison was perfect as Les already was tracking him down. The 8th point is ours.
Yeah, as expected, because crew didn't have a lot of great equipments for this. And I would say that it was very risky from Kawazin. He was without his weapon in his hands, and he opened there, but he got the weapon before the. I don't remember who was in the street that we call in the street in Portuguese. I'm not sure how to say that in English. In the map, and I don't know, but he got the kill. That's the important thing. But it was very risky because he didn't have the weapon in his hands, and he tried to get the shotty, but he went for the Vandal anyway.
And thank God he did that. And just like as a matter of curiosity, our callouts in Brazil are like way more efficient than the English ones. As we say street or rua, they don't have like that much here. It's just like hall and site and tower and tunnel and main. Isn't really specific, but as we begin, Kasnit got the kill against Aspas, but Les managed to trade. Now it's a 4v3 situation for us. Last minute already being displayed, and Mouser already spent his Viper Spit all across the map, so we have some sort of advantage. The Reckoning, oh, Ashadi managed also summon his ult, so it's a both way of Reckoning. We have like the stun being played, but spikes already planted, and we check as Sad Hack position his Nano Swarm to protect the spike. Ashadi tries to at least secure some vision, but we had the Viper Spit secured from Les. He's gonna have to at least try to invade that ward, but Twiz, oh my no! Ashadi, he gets them from behind. 3 kills, simply wonderfully displayed by our Brazilian, not fellow, but player. And it's the 4th point of crew. The 9-3 curse is broken.
See, Shadi is doing as best as he can to do that. And something that is funny, not funny, but different is because Shadi usually plays initiator. Now he's playing a controller. And also, I would say that this B side invasion is very confusing for both sides because they have 2 reckoning going on, and then after that they had high tide, cold, toxin screen, and in the end they also had the Viper Spit that it didn't work that well for Loud. Les got killed for this, and now we have the middle way. So What do you expect for the turnaround? Do you think that Crew has a chance of changing the score at this much? Like,
I mean, as we are watching really closely from what happened, Loud got like really secure kills from the first rounds, and now Crew is trying to read between the lines and already anticipating their movement. I'm hoping that as we try to defend, we get some like sneaky kills, but also the range of the middle. They're not prioritizing that much, at least the walking through that side of the map. And as I've told once, at least they're trying to get the plants really early from B sites. I don't know if that's the best call since we have the Killjoy setup already being placed really early on the round. Well, we have to watch and see. I'm really, really excited. But I mean, we for us Brazilians, it's never easy, right?
yeah, I think that there is something there. I think for Brazilians, we can be happy, but to get there, we just suffer a little bit. I think I would say that. And we saw that for this round, that the last round that we had, I saw Les using an operator. I was like, okay, what is going on? Whereas Aspas with his operator, but it doesn't matter because Aspas got killed in the first place. Kaznik was using a operator at the other side as well, but Les took a kill for this one.
Yeah.
I usually don't see that, like
It's a little
Les
bit
using
worrying,
operator.
right? Because they're gonna have to adapt, since Aspos was the first one being slayed, and he lost his operator. But as the half time is already beginning to end, I mean, let's still keep our hopes high, because this the Pearl, as we said before, was chosen by Loud. We can at least hope they have something hidden in their sleeves.
And also, Crew decided to start defending what is expected because this map. No, for example, I believe it is better if you do more points in the beginning than in the end. I don't know if Crew has a different idea or if they have something planned because they started Loud for this past match that we saw.
Well, either way, now we have swapped sides, and Aspas is positioning himself here close to the side, but no, Noxer gets that first kill with his ghost, and Crew already has the high numbers as they're incursing through A side. The Trailblazer got to his really back, and now he positioned his. Oh my! He's gonna get at least swept away by that slightly cascade, and now we have Spike planted. It's a 5v4 situation. Lot already won like many of those, but they are really, I mean, they're scared because they don't have much intel. They are also positioning the Trailblazer, and as we check now, the Poison Cloud. Less Twist pretty much setting all of his kit, and Mouser already managed to secure another kill of Shetty. Defeating less, it's a 5v2, 5v1 situation. Poor Sadhak gets completely punished by Crew. They get their first pistol of the map.
Yeah, and that's standby for a theory that we have here in Brazil. A theory that the team that wants the first one is just the team that have most friends in the side. Like, and Loud has only one frenzy, and the Crew had two. So let's blame that. I think that was the problem.
Yeah. I mean, let's keep going as we are already approaching the second round of the second half. And we had a stack of Loud almost perfectly placed through A site, but Sadhawk was left here in B site, positioning his turret and managing to slow down Crew's incursion, and also delivering the intel for his companions to dislocate themselves from A site. And the only one that's still like a little late is less, but now it's a 5v4 situation since Negs is all the way through the defender's base. Well, let's see, because it's already the last minute of the round. Aspas carrying. Oh my, I wonder if he's gonna succeed with his shorty. But Spike was planted once more, and Crew has intense definition of what's coming to happen. Kaznet secures the first kill against Sadhak. The blind already tries to dissuade them a little bit. Kawanzin with his classic downs Mouser. Oh no, Aspas was still carrying his shorty, but as we watch, Kaznet secures not one, not two, but 3 kills and goes for the fourth. It's a point for Crew. They're starting to approach the scoreboard. It's a 6-8.
Yeah, and that's a little bit weird because it's a little bit odd because Loud knew, like, and I think Loud know that when you have better equipments, you just go to B side because it's easy to get in if you have, for example, Spectres or Phantoms, Vandals, and things like that. And it was the case, right? But even though they went to the A site and waited there, and that maybe cost a round because they took a little bit longer to get to the B site, and the spike was already planted. And even if there were the situation were 5 against 4, it wasn't easy to defend that, like to retake that.
And at least we are already in a new round. We see that the setup of Crew is slightly less powerful than the one from Loud. And there we go. Aspas gets that first kill. And now with the advantage of numbers, Loud tries to at least keep themselves properly positioned. They're trying to at least ambush the Crew team. Less already strafing. Oh my, they're gonna at least retreat all the way through middle. But as we are watching, is the last minute of this round. And the things are starting to get a little heated up. We have proper setup of Killjoy, of Sadhak's Killjoy here in A site. But the Crew team is really slowed in his pace. And Sadhak now advances and gets, oh my, last was punished, but Kawanzin comes for the rescue with 2 wonderful kills. 4v2 situation. The spy carrier was downed, and now it's recovered by Kaznet. He tried to go for the plan, but Kawanzin is simply inspired. It's now a nag situation to try to perform a miracle, but Kawanzin goes for the search. He already carries the spike at his feet. And now it's another point for Loud, 9-6.
For the ones who don't know, I love Kawanzin because he's a Brazilian that plays with Sky all the time, and I cosplay Sky. So I'm really happy every time that I see Kawanzin doing something like that because he was the reason that got this agent back for the scenario. He showed the world how to play with it, and he do a great job all the time. And something that I want to point, Aspas was playing with Phantom this time. He was with Phantom and he was playing more aggressive. He just went to advance a lot in the B spike side, and he got the kill.
Well, I'm really, really worried right now because as we are starting another round, we see that Crew is trying to achieve some dominance here through the ramp close to B side. There's only Aspas and Sadhak here to at least try to defend a 4v2 situation. Let's hope the best for our duelists. We have the positioning now. And as we speak, Kawanzin and Aspas close their aims against the Crew team. Now Nagzat is left alone once more. The spike is at Loud's demand. And now it's a 3v1 situation last minute. And they're going for the search. Nagzat already positioned in the attacker side spawn. He doesn't have where to run. They know where he is. And they're trying to secure that kill as well. He rotates all the way through the mid top. He's checking every single little tiny corner of the plaza, but now there isn't much to be done. Time is going to run down, and Loud's getting their 10th point.
Yeah, and one thing that I want to point, Klaus had the seekers. He could use before that, before opening anything, before giving the face to have this headshot, he just could use the seekers and make sure that Loud even could just spot themselves, because probably they were just too to destroy all the seekers, but even like this, they could have like distraction, and Kazan could just dash to the bomb and maybe get one back. That could be a different round.
I'm really, really attentive as now we have like 3 ults to be placed. Kasnitz, Blade Storm, Klaus's Seekers that were in position last round, as you perfectly placed, Red. But either way, they have like really, really straight ults, really offensive ults to be placed. But Kawazin also has his Seekers. Let's keep watching as we have Aspas carrying his most loved weapon, his Operator. In Cruz setup isn't really strong. They don't have much weapons. They're carrying like 2 Sheriff is 1 classic, a Frenzy, and Next has the single weapon that he managed to secure for last round. Either way, we see that some intel was placed here from Plaza. Cruz trying to at least go the way around to surprise Loud, as they are like prettily split all across here in Lotus. Lotus, no, I'm totally away on my head.
Pearl.
Pearl, yeah. I think I'm dreaming about casting a
No,
Lotus, right?
sometimes I just get confused by both as well because I think they have the same vibe, you know.
Yeah, like this
Water
mystic vibe, I gotta say. But
Yeah.
as we are watching, the last minute already came, and no kills were assured by either sides. Cruz really trying to encourage here next to A side. We have 3 Loud players really ready to at least give some sort of headache to them. Kathy advances and carrying his Blade Storm. He's really down in his HP, but now Klaus managed to regrowth him. Seeker's position, Nagzad gets the first kill against Kawanzi. He managed to secure it through the wall. And now as Spike was planted, we see that Loud's trying to come closer. In tiny little details make a huge difference. Melser was defeated by Sadhak. Aspas clenching through his Operator. If Nagzad positions himself a little bit next to him, it's gonna be an insane kill. Velas already managed to dominate as well. It's a 4v3 situation, and time is ticking, so Twist begin to defuse. Oh no! The blind was totally the problem here in the situation. Now it's Twist against the world, but a Shetty secures the kill after a thrifty from Nagsy.
Yeah, and I always say that players who knows how to play with Sheriff are great because it's a cheap weapon, but can do a lot of damage in the other side. And something I want to point as well is that Les always wait in that position with his snake bite in his hands. And that can cost his life at some point. Is the third time that I see him doing that. He's waiting people to rush, and he's staying without his weapon in his hands. I know that Kalanzinha is over there to give him cover, but if Kaznet dashes into him, that can cost his life.
Yeah, I mean, right now, as we have again the possibility of having Aspas ulting with his Blade Storm, Asheri also has his Reckoning. And like I said before, it's a really important ult to track the enemies and stun them. But either way, we see that Kawanzi was regrowing health from last minute already really close by, and the A side is again being selected by Crew as they try to secure their plant. No one was at least harmed very deeply. We watched as the sky's regrowth was used, and Asheri seems to be, yeah, he summoned his Reckoning, and through advance by Kazit, Sadhak secures a punishment. He's still trying to at least ensure some more kills, but he tries to run as Melser climbs through the stairs. Machete gets for the plant, and he succeeds in that. It's a 4v5 moment. Twist all the way here inside of A site. We check as Les again goes for the rescue, but Ashedi managed to punish him. We have the positioning of the lockdown. Loud seems gonna have to at least run away, but oh my god, Aspas, watch the single tip of the weapon. 3v2 moment, and the time is starting to tick. Twist At least managed to get the click of the defuse. But the positioning of the Cove is really strong. Now it's a 2v2, but time is not on Loud side as a Shady goes for the Thrifty, and Nagzad gets the last kill. It's a 10-8 moment here in scoreboard.
Yeah, and then Tweet is not that far now. Crew is drawing another scenario at this map, and Loud is struggling to stop that well played rush they are doing. And I would say that this Killjoy youth mate got a little bit in Loud's mind, and they took a little bit longer to leave the bomb. And then when he come back, the time was already too close to the spike to blow everything up.
And it's really, really like troublesome for us because not only they're getting really close up in the score, but also as they're getting more and more experience in Loud's way of playing. I mean, we still have 2 points ahead of them. They have the timeouts by Loud this time because they have been getting really, really red. And that's troublesome since this was the first map and was chosen by Loud.
Yeah, and we know that in this map it's easier to attack that was where Loud start. So I think that would be better. I know that they got 8 points, but it would be better if they could get nine, I would say 9-3 or 10 points just to make sure because when you go to defense of this map, for example, they have the same agent. They know how to do that, and you see a lot of things going on in the spike side B. But something that is really a surprise is that Crew is using also the spike side 8. But now that we can see that Loud is doing something different, I think they're hearing us. They are all in the spike side B waiting for Crew, and Crew is going there.
They're trying to get a huge stack as they're rushing through B site. And let's keep going because, oh, Sidehack was defeated by that insane advance of Kaznit. He's going to position now his Cloudburst and again get for the dash. But the danger is really high as he gets 3 kills in a single step of movement. Now it's a 5v2 situation and Crew already got the point by a perfect round. Oh, now we're in trouble, Red. Now we are really in trouble.
Yeah, now we have a 10-9. It's almost the same score. And this played, like, it was a little bit sad for Sadak because he was killed and he didn't see anything because it was lucky for this one. But also, he just did a great job going there and got 2 kills and he was blind because Tuiz and Colonzine didn't know how close he was there to wait them. And yeah, not looking great to Loud right now.
But we still have our heads high as right now there's not only the reckoning by Toys but also Viper Spit by Les. They can at least try to secure that first kill, but as Loud was attacking ruthlessly, Crew is doing the same. Kaznit already inside of B hall gets a kill against Les. The spike was planted, and as Sidehack is here by tower, we have the reckoning summoned. Some sort of great information position it. Oh my god, Kaznit goes again. But Kawanzin secures the first one. It's a thrifty for Kaznit. Oh my god, I'm really, really tense right now. It's a 4v2 moment. And as we are watching, Aspas and Sidehack decide to save their weapons and allow the score to draw.
Yeah, and I would say that one of the issues is that they are not changing positions that much. For example, we know that holding the rush in the spike side B is way more difficult than in the spike side A. And even though they let three players waiting in the spike side A and only Sadak waiting there in the spike side B. So it's not easy to hold the rush, and it's also not easy to do a retake there. I guess retake in the spike side A is easier. I don't know if I'm saying something wrong, but in my mind, as I saw in this competition, this is what I can take for it. And now we have a tie. It's 10-10. Not looking great too Loud. as the defense is more hard, it's harder than the attack at this map.
Yeah, and right now we have Aspas carrying his operator, but really getting exposed that he got the kill simply by blinding Kaznit's head through the wall. He repositions himself by the hall. And oh my god, Melser. Oh my god, he goes, but he was blinded and a Shetty secures the kill. Sadhak tries to run through tunnel, and as we check who is here in link, it's a 4v4. Both duelists are down. Plan started by Klaus and already secured. And we have Les coming away a little bit late. Should at least try to help this retake by his team. We have Melser coming all the way. We see Cascade already positioned. Oh, Asheri and Klaus get again the advantage for the crew. It's a 4v2 moment. Really, really insane to be displayed by Kamanzi and Les here. They're in opposite sides of the site. Les gets a kill with his sheriff. Time is running really low and Les goes again, but he's punished by a Shetty. Kamanzi tries the best, but he was outmatched by crew that gets their 11th point.
Yeah, now Onyazita, I don't know what Loud will do because now it's not good at all. We have this change in the scenario now. Crew is in the front, and something that is good was Aspas. He got the first kill, but they didn't do anything to. Now we have finally the timeout for Loud. I was waiting for that because they need to do something. They need to change positions and try to maybe win the middle and go to the back. Even if they have a killjoy there, if they go like two people there, they can get the abat and just make them to not rush that much because they don't have anyone looking to the back.
Yeah, and I mean, they really need to at least get the tie again, as they got an insane start of map. They were really strongly attacking, but now they're being punished in the same way. Either way, as we talked once again, the last Pearl that Loud play was a perfect map, and this gives a lot of expectations on top of Brazilian team. Again, another fact is they are remaining simply undefeated, but they have lost a couple of maps. If I'm not mistaken, Loud's team, they already did, yeah, they lost 4 maps, but they got 10 maps won, and they're keeping their heads high. I'm hoping that as well. We have 3 ultimates to be displayed, not only Lockdown, but also Viper's Pit and the Seekers. They need to secure this 11 points in order to avoid the map point.
But one thing that we can see is that when you are in the first place of the board, all teams are looking to you. All teams want to know and understand what you're doing that is working so much, and then they just stay like the whole week training against you, just all the ideas that you have, and sometimes it works.
Surely it does, and that's the problem. We have the Lockdown positioned, and we have like Kazan really low in health. It's a 4v3 moment. Aspas and Sadhak were taken down, but Les managed to secure a punishment. Now it's everything as was supposed to be. An equal situation, but not for Kawanzing, as Asheri tracked his head and again got punished. 2v2. I'm really worried. Spike's planted. Naxel has a wonderful set to at least try to stop the defuse. But Whis, oh, he doesn't get halfway. The positioning of the poison last. Now it's a 1v1 situation. Naxel being really punished, but the spike was blown up in its map. Point for crew.
Yeah, now I don't know what to say anymore, but something that I said before here today with you, Loud usually is losing their first map, and we don't know what is going on with that. Some people say it's on purpose, but I don't think pro players will just lose a map on purpose just to do a turnaround that is great. I don't think that this is not how it works. And maybe they are just getting trouble to defeat people. They are playing literally just to defeat them. For example, as I said, Loud is in the top of the board. So everyone, all teams are trying to understand how to play against them. And that's making everything a little bit hotter.
And let's keep going because we already have two Loud players down. Kaznet summons his Blade Storm and tries to watch all the way inside of B side. We have the spike planted. It's a moment of truth to Loud as they're walking step by step. And last, oh no, he didn't get the burst from his classic and it goes down. It's a win for Crew team. They assure the first map on their behalf.
Yeah, now we have 1-0. I don't know what Loud is going to do next. But for example, last week we saw Louding losing like 13-3 at Split. It was a split as the side map that we have today. But I think that this is just because of what I said before. All teams are just learning how to play against Loud. Because if you can win against the one that is in the top, like it doesn't mean that you're going to win the championship, but it's like if you know what the champion is doing, well, not the champion, but like someone that is in the first place is doing, you can try to figure out how to do that before, not before ahead. And as I said, Ashadi is doing like a great job, and he is really inspired. I don't know if it's just because he's playing against Brazilians, but I think he is doing the best that he can, and he's just helping a lot Crew to get there.
Yeah, and Ashadi definitely was a huge threat to Loud at this map. But as we now manage to take some deep breaths, we're going to have a teeny tiny break at the broadcast. We'll be right back. And let's hope for the best for Loud. We're going to get back to Ascent as chosen by Crew. We'll be right back.
On the attack side, yeah?
Yeah.
They're going to be starting the attack side of Ascent, which honestly might bode well for Crew. I think their defensive side has looked way better when I look at their Ascent games. Their attack sides are super disjointed, so maybe Crew can actually start off with a little bit of a punch here.
Kesen is super mobile on their defense sides, pivoting around, and a big part of that freedom is from their side anchors. Both Nags and Melzer tend to play really well on their respective sites, holding things down for Crew. And I mean, I really do feel like there is a chance in this one. It is a standard composition versus the standard composition. Both these teams are very familiar with how these ones play out. But right now, Crew is feeling confident. They have the momentum.
Hey, you listen?
This is their best map.
Yeah, this is it. We'll see what ends up happening here.
Yeah,
We get ready for this game.
Red, I think you got to unmute yourself.
He's in that chill position. But Mimi, I think we're going to see quite the game here. Map 2.
If there is someone to bring Loud back into this one, it is Osbos. Because in that game you mentioned against EG, and in the game against Sentinels, where it went to 3 maps after losing the first, it was Osbos going demon mode in the second to renew Loud.
All right, well, there is a chance that Crew could go 2-0 against Loud today. I can't believe those are words that came out of my mouth.
We're checking through here some technical problems. Don't you guys worry.
Thank you, GB. I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can.
Wake up, GB, wake up.
Pinch yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I do.
I don't know what happened.
Welcome back.
We're here.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen that we got like the first map won by Crew. We are really worried about what's going to happen here in Ascent since it was selected by them. But either way, we are about to enter in some sort of different territory, but we remain with the similar compositions. We have Ashadi playing now, Ashadi and Sunhawk playing KO, Klaus and Aspas playing Jet, Melser and Tui is playing Omen, Kaznet and Aspas Jet, and Nags and Les being the Killjoy players. We have pistol round already begun, and we should check the game. Indeed.
Yeah, and this is the composition that Loud is. Oh my God, what happened with Aspas?
Oh no, Aspas was definitely destroyed. But as we managed to blink, Crew got that pistol round and got the first win here in their map of choice.
Yeah, we didn't have time to say anything because this round was very, very quick. But I would say something that was weird last week. I'd say, like, Brazilian people that are watching us right now, don't worry because Loud is trying to like test our hearts. I will say that. Last week they lost the map by 13-3. And then the second map wasn't easy as well. It wasn't Hayden. And in their third map, they just did the 13-0. So who knows what can happen in the second mapping here.
Yeah, definitely some really tough moments for our hearts, our Brazilian hearts. And since Kuro got the first point, they managed to secure some tougher weapons to fight against Loud. There's like Kawanzin with Frenzy, Aspas and Les carrying their Sheriff, Sadhawk and Twiz with classics. Oh, Melser! With that Bulldog, he secures an insane first skill against Aspas. Now we watch as Loud tries to rotate and Kawanzin carrying his Recon Bolt. I thought he was going to set it all the way here through mid courtyard. But also we have the positioning of the dark cover of Omen, Cabinet, all the way here from A Garden. It can really be some tough moment for Brazil. Oh, we got that third position and saving the day. Last 30 seconds of that second round. I'm really, really intrigued as we watch Loud try to walk all the way through B side. Twiz here trying to enter mid-market, but Nagzet was way ahead of him and secures another kill for his team. It's a 5v3 situation, Klaus. With only 15 seconds remaining, Loud doesn't get any kill, but also doesn't get the plant. That's the definite nightmare for Klaus that gets the kill, but also for Loud as their opponent gets 2 points in a row.
Yes, I think the IGL in game, there's Klaus. He's doing a great job with his team. And even at this beginning, we can see that he looks confident right now. He's smiling because, it's a 2-0 against Loud, the top team of the Americas at this moment. And is the only team that didn't lose any matches so far. So they are trying to do okay. We are in the last place, but we will win against the top one. We will see. Okay, crew. We will see.
It can be like definitely some way of enhancing one's courage, especially since Loud lost 5 maps but won 10. And as a matter of fact, Loud's pretty much already classified to playoffs of VCT Americas, and Crew is desperate to get at least a little close by in the board. Now, with the third round already started and really close by to the last minute, we watch as the Loud's weapons are way stronger than Cruz, but also we have like the perception of time running by. They position out the 0 point. Aspas gets suppressed, but also a Shetty. It's time to start to go and start to encourse all the way inside of that A side. Oh, the fragments restarts to at least hold them back, but a Shetty gets that first kill against Aspas. Les goes for the kill, but also managed to secure the moment of truth. It's the next Z against the world. Next Z against 4 Loud players. Spike was planted, and just before our eyes, he's trying to move all the way through A rafters, but was instantly punished by Kamanzi. First point by Loud.
Yeah, and we see that Crew, even if he's like lost in all matches, is not doing an awful job because every time they are too close to win a map that can change the results, they are just close by all the time. And I think that this is probably getting into their mind. And if we see, for example, the scoreboard, they have half negative of the rounds. For example, I'm not sure that's the number, but for example, MBR has the double of like negative rounds of Crew. So if this was the only thing to see who is the winner or the loser, MBR will be in the last spot. But they won against Crew, so that's why they get the position.
And right now we get through the fourth round with 2 kills by Crew. We have also the summoning of the Hunter's Fury. Kasnit got really damaged with only 4 health points left. Melser, oh my, Sadhak secures against with his fragments. It's now a 3v2 moment. Last minute. We have 2 players all the way from the market and also trying to assure that they're gonna get loud straight from lurking. There's also Klaus inside of the. Oh my god, no. Melser got the kill instead of Button. Really close by, and Melser finishes. It's the 3rd point by Crew.
Yeah, and now let's see how long it's gonna take to allow to ask for a timeout. We already have a 3-2-1 here. It's not usual for Loud having this. But I would say they will wait like for another point. For example, if it gets to 4-1, I say that Loud has the first timeout of this map because they need to do something to change that because it's not what they want to do, right?
Definitely not. And right now we see that not only the From the Shadows by Melser is already up, but also Nexax's Lockdown. And for Loud's team, we have like 2 or 3 ult orbs left and remaining to achieve Aspa's, Sadhak, and Les's ultimate. As time runs by, we see that they're trying to incurse all the way through mid courtyard, but Ashadi secures the first kill against Sadhak again. It's starting to be really damaging to the Loud numbers. Let's also manage to see as the owl drone is trying to get some information through Wine, but Melser really being tricky. Assures again the Louds won't be able to enter. Positioning now 3 suppressed agents. It's really the nightmare of Loud since they're wasting a lot of time. They don't have information of their enemies. It's Cowanzine versus the world. It's a 4v1 situation. He's the carrier of the spike, but he doesn't have a single place to go. He was spotted now by the owl drone. Managed to get the kill against Melser, but he's only with 11 of health remaining. It's just a single bullet to finish him off, and that's what a Shetty does. 4 point by Crew.
Yeah, and we can see that Loud players are not looking good. They are nervous, I would say that. And I don't know if they just were expecting an easy match for this. I wouldn't say that because last week they faced Evil Genesis. That was also a team that wasn't that great in the competition, and they had a hard time. So I think they were prepared to have a hard time with Crew as well. And a funny thing is that Crew chose this map, so Loud was the one that chose to start in the attack positions. And this map is known of being stronger in the defense, even though Loud is also proved themselves of being great in attacking at asset.
And well, right now we already begun the 6th round. It's a 4 points by Crew, and Loud's really trying to sneak through the cracks. They have like 4 sheriffs and a single ult. Klaus get. Oh no, they weren't synced in the comms. He was trying to pull the position his owl drone inside the market, but someone pushed the button and managed to close the door last minute. And Crew is already with the info. The Louds trying to sneak past garage. Either way, we now manage to see them rotating all the way through A site. Asheri was slightly hurt by the fragment, repositions himself pretty quickly. 30 seconds remaining, and as they enter here through window, now Loud's trying to surprise Crew team, but Asheri also secured an insane kill against Wiz. It's a 4v4 situation. Asheri was down once more, and also Press Kasnit was able to kill not only the insane moment of the no CMD by KO, but now we got a single time of hope before Crew secured the 5th point.
Yeah, we can see that Klaus has a great smile on his face. He's very happy of having this result so far. And now finally we are getting the timeout for Loud. I think they took longer than they should be. they should be taking, because 5-1 is not good for the confidence of the players. I would say that when I was 3-1, if I was a coach, I was asked for that just to restore the confidence to the players. And we know that Loud has been doing a great job with the psychological part of the team, right?
And I'm starting to get a little worried since, okay, the technical timeout chosen by Loud, it comes in a really important time since they are really falling behind this first half of the map. And besides, Ascent was once known as Loud's strongest maps, but having Crew chosen that, and they don't have like pretty bad scores as well, but that's starting to really be what can I say? It's not only worried but also desperate of them to do that. And look at that. We got like 2 points by Crew in the first one of Loud, and now they're already 3 points behind. We have 4 ultimates by Crew from the shadows. We have also Lockdown, no CMD by Ashadi, and Kaznich with his Blade Storm. On the other way, we see Les with his Lockdown and Aspas with his own Blade Storm. They don't have much of an economy set. Loud's team is gonna have to try to at least get this point since they decided to go for the full buy.
Yeah, we see that Kalamazoo already have an Odin on his hands just to make sure he can go through the wall and then maybe get a kill to change the things that is going on. Like Shetty knows that people are in there, and I don't think it will be an easy round as well.
Definitely not, but Aspas was ahead of Kaznit and secured the first kill. Ashai summoned his no CMD and got the kill against Sarhak, but was definitely put down by Aspas. They can put back the robot as soon as they restore the Radiant Knight center of him. Time runs by and we see the last minute already up, and Ashadi is brought back but instantly defeated by Aspas. Now he won't be able to return. It's a 4v2 situation. Melser is trying to go for the first, but Aspas surprises him from the sky with a thrifty, and he repositions himself. Now it's Klaus against the world. Aspas is with 1 HP left, but also being really important for this point. Like I said, Loud goes for the blunt with the last 10 seconds remaining, and now Klaus can do nothing.
Yeah, we can see that probably the timeout did something. They changed the way to get in the bomb. They chose to go through the garden, I would say. And Aspas is really confident right now again with his aim. He just got this third. I was the third one, right? Yeah, I was the third one with 1 HP, and I was like, okay, he's gonna fail, but I remember he's a jet and he won't die of a fail anyway.
And there goes another point. Now, finally, we get that point, and I'm really relieved that I say, since 5-2 is not that far away, right, Red?
Yeah, and we know that Crew still has one timeout, but one thing that is to keep in mind is when you ask for a timeout, the other team also can have a conversation. So it's like a knife with two sides, right? Because I can say, okay, they are thinking right now how to go against us, but we will change things and then everything just go wild again. But let's pray that Crew don't think like that and ask us again.
And let's keep going because Aspas was possessed by the power of his insane aim, got a double, and now he's managed to secure his way inside of the spike site. We see as he's trying to locate the last 3 enemies remaining, but Melser secures the trade. Was also traded by Twist. It's a 3v1 moment. Louds is back and goes for the plant. Now the third point is basically at hand, but Nags also has his ult. Well, it seems he's gonna have to hold his ult to the next round.
Yeah, good for Loud because I think they are pretty much aware that they had to do a comeback really fast at this map. It was already 5-1. That's an awful scenario for them, and they know that they had to do at least 5 points in the attack side to make sure they have a safe place to defend in the next one. And now it looks like a comeback is not as weak yet, but is getting close. It's 5-3. This third point is going to Loud as well. And now we will see if they will get the 5-5 and then do a turnaround.
Well, emotions are getting heightened round by round. And I mean, we got like an easy way since Aspas was really offensive with his walk inside of the A man, the B man, sorry. But either way, the A man, I'm completely crazy. We have timeout by Crew. Now they're gonna have to talk a little bit since they were taken down 2 times in a row by Loud.
Yeah, and we see that Loud is playing like a little bit faster. So this is probably what they spoke about at the conversation that they had in the timeout. They in the first rounds they were playing too slow, like we say in Portuguese, like respecting too much the other team. And they have a strong team. They can go inside to the bomb like really fast. They have KO to bang everyone. They have Aspas. There is a great entry guy. He's playing Jet. That is already agent that we know has a strong entry way. But is Aspas playing Jet? So we know how aggressive he can be going to inside to a bomb. So I think that was one of the other things that they spoke about at the timeout. That is working so far. So let's see what Crew can do to try to stop that because it won't be easy for them.
Definitely not. But here we are once more, back to us, and Carlosine remains with his Odin. I mean, it's a pretty classic setup being a Sova player, getting his recon bolt all the way through garage and trying to get some, at least some damage dealt to the enemy's position over there. But we see that that's not what happened since Loud's already being attacking this time. Let's see if he's gonna repeat that as he's going to defend. We have like the turn point in just a few rounds. Let's keep going because we now locate the intel inside of the spike side. Nugzat being poked and Aspas already being pierced by bullets. He goes for the kill, but Ashadi makes it impossible for Aspas to secure the way inside. We have now the lockdown being set, and Kaznit with his Blade Storm goes for another point. Oh my god, Vermelho, what are you going to do?
Yeah, this wasn't a good round to Loud to lose because they didn't even have the right equipments. Like Crew didn't have the right equipments. They had, I think, one strong weapon and then a lot of pistols. And something that I want to point, Aspas is not getting his operator. I think he's trying to be the man in the front. So he's not doing the famous peak that we do in the over there that they are right now. And we have the storm in the hands. Let's see if they can get this point because we can't let Crew do any other points at the side.
It's starting to become like really, really late for Loud to try to win those points back since we already keep our hopes high. But Lessa secures the first kill against Nagzat, and we have like a huge concentration of the attackers here in the middle, in the courtyard. More specifically, Kaznich was tracked down, but not defeated. He managed to keep his health way up high. Sadhak already supporting Aspas and goes for the domain, but was instantly put down. Got the trade, but Kaznit's already being hidden. It was also electrocuted, but now finished by Kalanzin. Meiser, oh my god, goes for the thrifty and simply is the dread of the Brazil at this point. Was trying to be located. Now Les doesn't have information, only with half of his life remaining. Positioning now of the smoke. He carries his shorty and goes inside of Boathouse. He was chosen by the paranoia and was also beaten. A 4K by this Omen. Melser, what did you do?
Yeah, Melsa was the name of this round. He literally won by himself. It was a round that was going to the Loud's account. I would say that he was going to them, but Melsa said, no, 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 not on my Spike side. And he changed everything. And I would say Loud is doing what I said before. They are respecting less, a little bit less, but they are being a little bit reckless. They are not paying attention everything they have to pay. It's just like they're going like, okay, we are going to enter the bomb like as fast as we can, and they need to remember that it's not to respect, but they need to be safe, a little bit safer.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play a little safer. And we got that first kill, but Melser again goes to secure another insane kill against Sadhak. And thank God Aspas was able to flee from his aim, because we've seen how deadly he can be. Melser, what did you do? He used his From the Shadows and was delivered in the hands of Twiz. Last minute, and now with the positioning of the Dark Over right on top of the tower, we have the planted of the spike right beneath the A site. This is starting to be a little troublesome, because the retake by Crew is going to be strongly opposed by this plant, since now they've chosen to position the lockdown, and the summoning of the Hunter's Fury is going to go for the destruction. Was already unable to keep up. Kawanzin secures another, but Noxel is here by the rafters. Kasnit versus Kawanzin and Twiz. He doesn't have much time to go for the defuse. Decides to run away, and now we get the 4th point by Loud.
Yeah, and Melza is getting really confident. We saw that he got the first kill, but probably because of his confidence at this point, because of the last round, he got a little bit reckless and got killed in a following. And something that we can notice right now is, oh my God, look at that. If we can say, I think we can say that when Loud plants the spike, is really hard to do a comeback from that. Crew doesn't know really how to clean the corners or the pixels that Loud can be waiting from them, especially with Kalanzi, with the Odin that he was before, but now he came back for the Vandal.
And just like that, we go again for another round. We see that the setups are pretty much the same. The weapons are, only Nags that is carrying a Spectre. The rest of the team are with Phantals and Vandals. And also, the closest player to get his own is Melser, closest to get his From the Shadows. He managed to secure amazing kills in like 2 rounds behind us. But the first kill this time was against Aspas. And now with the shock dart was the positioning also of the Owl drone. Sadhak, with his fragment, he's trying to clean the sides, but look at that. Twiz is all the way close to the arch of A side. Twiz finds Melser and simply obliterates him. Now with Loud inside of this, oh my God, Kasnit! He gets 2 wonderfully positioned kills, but now it's lasting away and Nags that from the other. The plant's already begun. We see Nags being almost tracked down by the turret. And look at that. The moment of the Nano Swarm, it goes to the floor. We know that some trouble is coming right ahead of Crew. And look, they start to dance single-handedly by the generator. No one was found by any other, and time is running low. Nagzad is only trying to get himself, to buy himself some time, but the spike was planted, and now it's a moment of truth. A Killjoy versus another. Nagzad managed to win the clutch. It's now time to defuse. It's now time to become a little desperate, since we're going through the change of sides.
See, this is something that I want to say. It was awful to see that. Like we know what they are, because we can see with the X-ray, but with the X-ray, but they can't. So we just like go crazy because they are just having the bad timing ever. And Nox just got the best because he got the turret, and Les didn't break it to the like at the beginning. He was like, okay, I'm gonna try to fool him, and it wasn't the best choice because his aim wasn't in the right place. So, and another thing of this round, they lost Aspas really early at the round, and that's a problem because Aspas is a duelist, not just because he's a great player, but he is the person that was going to start everything. He was going to take the aims out and start to enter the bomb really early at the game, but he got killed before everything. So I would say that was probably one of the biggest issues of this round.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm starting to get in a place of some sort of not only desperation, but also the need of Louds to go back and revision what has been played. Now, as they're going to start to be on the other way of the map, they're going to defend. We need to see they're becoming more confident.
Yeah, and I know that is not what we want to see from the top team. Like, even if it wasn't Loud, if it was a team from ENA or even Latam, it's not what we want to see for a team that is playing the top right now. I think Loud is taking a little bit longer to start doing something to change that, to make their team more confident or change the way they are doing things. I think in the end, like in the past rounds, they tried to do something different, but they did a little bit late because now Crew has a lot of confidence restored. And even if they know that they are in the bottle, as I said before, they are not doing a really bad job. They are losing all maps they lost like by close. So it's not like ugly, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a really well played moment by Crew. But we need to keep our heads high. We need to keep hyping Loud because if they lose this map, they lose the series and they lose not only their invincibility but the first position in our scoreboard to Cloud9. Either way, let's take deep breaths and go back to the second pistol round here in Ascent. We see that Asheri, Klaus, and Kaz in Port are carrying their frenzies. Kawanzi, also with a frenzy of his own, goes for the way, but oh my god, knocks that. Oh, look at the shot dart! Kawanzi, you are amazing! Just check what a miracle he pulled. Now Melser is instantly defeated. Loud secures the pistol.
Yeah, I said that Kawanzi, the fact that I love Kawanzi is because he plays with Sky, but now I would say that he can play Sova if he do that all round. Okay, if he does that all round, I can let him play Sova all the time as well. And something that is really, really interesting to see is that this time Loud maybe Red, because we know that this composition is Loud, right? They are playing this composition, this agents like for a long time, and they know that the other teams are doing the same, so they know how to play against them. And for example, I saw they saw that they are doing the same thing, they are doing for the same way, and Loud know this.
Exactly. Loud is trying to at least use their knowledge to overcome Crew at this moment. We have a Shedding Klaus really hurt with less than half of their lives, but they managed to get inside of the spike side. But Nogzet is the only one who secures a kill. It's a thrifty 2 twist. Only with Nags alive, he goes. Oh my god, he went for the knife, but he receives some bullets. It's another point by Loud.
I don't feel good about seeing someone try to kill someone in the knife. Even like in this regular scenario, the only thing the only place that I think is good to do that is if someone is locked because of Killjoy's ultimate or Gecko's ultimate. But if the person is like that, it's just a little bit of disrespect. And he didn't get the knife though, so It was a payback of those guys.
Yeah, it definitely was. Let's keep going. Right now, we see Kawanzin already with I mean, he's playing the Sova, but not in the exact position as we are expecting him to, carrying his arrays. But we see Shetty leading the way through the mid courtyard, now all the way through catwalk. They're gonna go straight into Kawanzin's vision. He was spotted really quickly by the owl drone. Last minute already on the second as we are watching. But either way, no kills were delivered by either side. We see Sadhak being slightly hurt, but still pretty much kicking Kawanzin. Kasmi gets that first, but now time is starting to run short. Melser went for the opening and secured another insanely important kill for Team of Crew. Now they go for the plant, but Kasmi is simply unstoppable with his jet. Now that Spike is on the floor, we are simply in insane desperation. It's a 5v2 moment. Aspas and Sadhak are alive, but it seems that Sadhak's going to sacrifice himself either way. But Aspas in the middle secured a kill in our 4v2 moment. But Kasnit is simply drifting on top of that. No more time to die, no more time to do anything. We see the crew secures their 9th point.
Yeah, that was a bonus round, and 96 is not that far as well. But Loud can't do any other mistakes at this moment because each point that crew gets from here will be very, very, very hard to take it back later. And we saw that the composition that they did right now, they went 3 players for the middle and then which another one to each side. And this was a composition that worked so far. So is a little bit of expected from them to get this. And this kill that Sadak, there was Sadak that got killed. It wasn't good for them because Sadak could have killed him before, but sometimes we just draw people around instead of killing them.
Exactly. And let's go. Another round starting. We see Kalamazin with an Odin right now. And as about to the ults, we see Twiz really close to getting his from the shadows. Either way, as we watch the Inkers beginning, crew is really splitted here in Austin. We have like 2 players all the way through the mid bottom, close to the market, but also Klaus carrying the spike in the middle of the courtyard. Asheri is trying to peek from inside, but there are no players hidden. Melser. Oh, he can surprise them, but he was also surprised. No way to secure that first kill. Now, the advantage of numbers is by Loud side. We see not only did Owl drone being followed, also by Kasmi with his jet. Positioning now of the dagger. The also very important 0 point, trying to suppress the players, but Shadow, it's insane. Look at that Aspas. Not only 1, but 2 kills in that insane duelist of Loud. Now it's a 3v2 moment. We see the positioning of the shock bolt. Aspas here inside of a rafters, trying to move himself. They need to get Derry taken. After all, it's the 10th point on the run. And he goes straight into Nagzat's aim. He is instantly defeated. Now a 2v2. But again, Les is here for the trade. Time is running short. We watch just as the time starts to tick once again. I don't think there is it? Oh, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
Hey, Red, I'm really ahead to see the players being cheered on by the girls on the on the
Yeah,
crowd.
it's the
They're
power
girlfriends.
of love. The power of love. We know that this week, Sadhak's wife, because she's his wife, I guess. Yeah, his wife. She went there as well. She was the only one that was missing, and we also know that Nakti and Lisa were there as well. And now is the power of love, the booth of love, as people say. And what happened with Meltzer? My God, he didn't check if there was anyone there, and he got surprised and killed in the first place. And Aspas saved the last round, gotten 2 kills in a row.
Definitely did. And let's keep going as once again we watch the Aspas summon his Blade Storm, but also Twist has his ult, his from the shadows to be displaced. Kasnit, on the other hand, also is with his daggers in hand, but Nagzat can also put the lockdown on the floor. Starhawk has intense information, but positions quickly his fragment and also his flash drive. We have the lockdown started, and Kru is trying to push Loud outside of the spike side. Yes, it! Just as he uses the updraft, he secures a first kill against Loud. Aspas is trying to do his best, carrying that Odin that was once Kawanzin's, and he goes for the head of Machete. Now it's a 4v4 situation. Positioning now. That shock bolt almost got Aspas. He's vulnerable, but he's still kicking. Time is starting to tick. We see Sadhak really being hurt. Klaus was blinded, but it secures like not only one, but Naxel also is insanely positioned. And watch now, it's a 2v2. Twist from away. No, Melser! They get the 10th point, and Loud is in huge trouble now.
Yeah, Crew got inside of Spike side be pretty easy, and I can say that Sadak was in a position that was a little bit complicated because he's not a jet, so he doesn't have a fast way to get out of there. He can run and put the grenade as he did, but it's not the best idea. And they knew what he were after that. It's not as a surprise as with the jet. So another thing we saw Aspas with Odin. That's a surprise.
Yeah, Kawazin bought the weapon, but it was quickly dismissed of his use. I think he was just trying to bring some sort of light spirits towards it, but it wasn't enough. We have Loud asking for another timeout. 10 points to Crew, 7 to Loud. And I need to remind you guys that if Crew wins, they take down Loud's invincibility.
Yeah, we are in a situation right now that we have to think that 3 points is not that much, but it's to both sides. Like it's 3 points to get the tie, but it's also 3 points if Crew gets it. It was just cost the round, not the round, the map, and also the series because it's already 1-0 from Pearl. And I'm getting a little bit worried about this. I think Crew just got the confidence back, and that is the thing that I saw that I said before. Crew used to be a Brazilian nemesis. Is this back?
I definitely hope not, Red. But as we're seeing here, Crew is being able to get really clever plays done and also important kills way ahead of the round. Let's see, because we now have the Hunter's Fury summoned. Kasnit about to be chased down, but Aspas secured a kill of not only the first, but also the second. Kawanzi is now a 2. Oh no, it's a 2v3 situation. Less against the world. Less abandoned versus 3 players. He's by the rafters. He watches as Cloud has the plate. He's spotted again by Crew, and now there isn't much to be done. He's alone in a situation really difficult to at least try to get a retake. He has nowhere else to run. He gets the shock dart really close to him. He's now almost spotted by the recon. The turret's trying to get some damage dealt to him, but he's secured once again. Time is ticking, Spike's ticking as well. He now uses his alarm bot. Oh, but there's nothing he can do. The 11 point is just around the corner for Crew. They're trying to run, but Nagzat gets that last kill. Now we have to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I already saw Loud getting a round of maps worse than that, but it's not easy. I'm not saying that Loud is going to get this turnaround. I hope so, but it looks like that Crew already knows their place, and they said, okay, we are in the last spot, but we are going to do everything possible. And different from the other map, Asheri is not performing so well, but he is helping the team as he can, so that's what matters. And I think he was a great addition. It wasn't because of choice. It was just because the Davis was a little bit sick, and then Shadi was there. But I think Crew is happy with this. Not with the sickness, of course, but with the substitution.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the original roster, but it's really getting along. We see that replacing, using a Shetty as replacement was really well caught up. Now we watch as Kru is still trying to engage all the way through A site. And Kasnit goes for the intel, but Klaus is right over there. Twist managed to punish him, but it's Aspas with his operator goes to save the day. Asheri, oh my god, he finds Twist right in the middle of the spike side. Now it's a 2v3 situation. Not be really easy. And look at that. Kawanzi with his Odin secures another kill. The problem is, Melser has his ult. He doesn't have the spike on his demand. He may use it to reposition himself and achieve that, but Aspas on the run saves the moment and assures another kill, 11-8.
Yeah, Melza was trying to get a better position to get the spike, but he had Aspas in front of him. 11-8 is still a lot hard to get this back, and I'm not. I don't have my hopes high. I think it's better like this. And it's a funny thing that Brazilian people knows that I'm the person that likes to cheer for the underdog, but never against Brazilian teams. So I'm not happy with this.
Yeah, I'm really devastated. But either way, there's still hope because Aspas and his operator starts the round in favor to Loud. He cures that first kill right in the next to middle. Quiz almost got that blindly, but Sadhak now repositions himself, but Kasnit way ahead of him got the kill and managed to flip the positioning of the fragment with his tailwind. Oh no, that's trouble. That's some real trouble right in front of our eyes since Loud is already pretty much caught up with the attempt of breaching inside A site. We now see the Kawanzin got down from Garden. Oh yeah, Twist! Double kill way ahead of Crew. Now it's a 4v2 situation. We see the Nexat is carrying the spike. And Melser is right by the wine. Crew has the momentum to try to win the round, but I don't know. The Loud team having the numbers ahead of them, I'm gonna keep my hopes high.
Yeah, let's see what happens. 11-8, 11-9. That will be right now is a little bit better, but there's no space. There's no space left to get any mistakes. So Loud they can't be happy of winning this. They just have to keep doing what they're doing and try to stop Crew like the way they can. And something else that I always say about Valorant is sometimes you make a decision of taking a power in your hand and no, let's lost his weapon.
That's some sort of huge trouble because we watch as the economy of Loud starting to become really tough to build, but Twist getting the double kill and assuring the round will be to us is really a way of having another day to fight. Now with 3 ultimates, Loud has a lot of resources to play along and get that 10th point.
Yeah, and we need to remember that Ascent is a map that Loud is really confident. Like we still have 3 players that won the World Championship. In this one, this was the best map that they had in the entire competition. So let's see. I think they still have a lot to do it and the first kill.
And Twist assures the first kill in favor to Loud. Kasnit went way too deep inside of the spike site. Now we have the no CMD already kicking by Sadhak. And the Crew team managed to at least try to rotate. We see that they are coming all the way through mid-market. And the carrier of the spike is Klaus, and he's checking really closely to the catwalk here in mid. We're watching just as time starts to run down. Last minute, Sadhak once again assures that Crew's life's not gonna be easy. He drops the spike carrier, but it's easy to repair that. Now he goes for the pop, and again! Oh my god, Sadhawk is the name of this round. Melser versus the world. Aspas goes for the kill, 11-10.
I think Sarak is inside of my mind because last round I was going to say that he did a little bit of what we say in Brazil, too much little power when he got the grenade at his hand instead of just running or trusting his aim. And now he just got 3 kills and they were fundamental for this round. And he is confident. He knows that he has a team at his side that can just turn this around because now we see that crew just got time out.
And I mean, they need to because Loud's getting way back here in this Ascent. Just like you mentioned, it's a map they are really comfortable to play. But either way, we're not there. If we get this Ascent, we still need to win a Haven.
Yeah, we can. The last map, it was a split, right? The decider or no?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, really? I thought it was. Let me check.
No, like I can't be wrong. I can be wrong. I hope it's not a split because I don't like split. I like Raven
Yeah, it's
though.
split.
It's split. So I'm not happy. But we know that Loud. We can't forget. Okay, everyone, please forget about last week. Loud has a great split besides of what happened last week because Potter just I don't know did something with split and it didn't work at all for Loud. But I'm just cheering, not hoping that this is gonna change and we are gonna win this map. So we have split to decide this, but I don't know.
We begin already with the positioning of Loud away from that. Crew is simply blasted through their defenses. Now there's only Klaus left, the carrier of the spike. We are close to a draw once again.
Yeah, and it's something else you have to be very, very, very careful when you ask for a timeout because, as I said before, the other team also communicates. So they maybe just got Loud another space to communicate and figure out something. I know that this wasn't the intention. Maybe it was to cool down, like chill a little bit down what Loud was doing, but it didn't work.
That's simply another moment for us to have a heart attack. Now we are at 11-11. We see that the economics of both teams are pretty straight ahead. But the problem is we having that alternation of points definitely is going to be some sort of disturbance here in this round that's going to define what's gonna happen next. But Crew does not have a full buy. They're going in with a pretty much of a half, almost an economic, but Klaus is already taken down by Aspas, and we have to hope and we have to keep hoping.
Yeah, and now it's 11-11, right? So it's a little bit better situation for Loud. Probably, I'm not jinxing anything, but probably this round is going to be on Loud side, especially because of the weapons. But we saw before that Ashadi got the best of last with Stinger against Savannah. So who knows what can happen.
We see the last minute right now in last managed to get the intel of 3 players coming all the way through A main. We check also as the vision of them are pretty clouded. Melser is already down, but Nagzat punishes last. Now it's a 4v3 situation. Oh no, Nagzat is easily punished by Twist. Now it's everything in hands of Kaznit that's carrying his insane blades, but here he goes. Match point by Loud.
Yeah, and now we have the possibilities in our hands. Loud can do that, can win this round, but now we see that the economics are getting better because they did economics before. So I don't know. You saw that Nags just killed 2 guys, and like I can't say that Loud is gonna win this. It looks like, but we also know that Crew is not gonna let them to do that easy.
Loud has 4 ults to play and Crew has 3. If they use their cards right, we're gonna have to go straight to split. But either way, we see Aspas already summoning his Blade Storm. He repositions himself all the way through the catwalk. Kaznit starts to walk through mid bottom. The information is set. And we see the lockdown already begins to tackle. Between just a couple of seconds, Loud's gonna have to be kept away from the middle of the map. But that's a problem because Crew doesn't know what they can expect. It's the last minute. It's a 5v5 situation, but not anymore since Aspas secures that kill right here on top of Rafters. Look at Sadhak already getting another but a shetty. He is sort of trouble. It's a tricky. Now a 4K by Sadhak. It's a win for Loud.
Yeah, and I would say that Sadak was the key part of this round because in the beginning of the round, not beginning of the round, but beginning of this, when Crew was trying to get in the bomb, Sadak just took the smartest move ever, and he did like the too much little power, but in the right time, in the great timing ever, and he threw the null, and then he did just not the null. I'm sorry, the fragment. Yeah, the fragment, and that cost the round because they didn't have much time and they weren't expecting for that, and that gave time to the Loud just have the turnaround and everyone could just be there and save the round, and that's it. We have now split and everything is 0 now, 0-0, and we have split.
I'm insane right now. I mean, even my stomach hurts a little because we had a really great start by Crew, but Loud was really patient, really resilient. And with that, not only we get to see them win again in Austin, but we get to see another moment of relief for the Brazilian players. Either way, this was the second map of our series. We're gonna go to a quick break in just a couple of seconds. And to remind you guys to keep pushing as we do in Brazil. Do the L. Faça o VL imediatamente. Do the L right now. It's Loud win. And we're really close to keeping the invincibility. Either way, we'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
The team to champion it. They have loved this double duels comp.
Good for you.
I think they've gone to the most thus far since lock-in, and they have won it almost every time. The double duels composition works for them. Aspas is playing at the peak of his game. It's going to be so hard for Crew.
Well, if Crew can manage to win here, it's going to be the upset to end all upsets. Let's get ready for this map 3. Send it over to Doug and Bala. What do you guys
It's a little bit low, but yeah.
I hope it's better now.
Yeah, now I can hear
Let's
you.
go back for the third map of Loud versus Crew. And we already saw the agents that are gonna come straight to this last and definitive map. And I mean, Red, we are straight up to the bottom of the line here. We see that Loud is just something that we saw last time, that at least at this last series they played against EG, they simply destroyed the third map. They lost the first, they managed to win the second, but the third was a perfect map. Here we are, and let's go. I'm so psyched.
And this is the opposite way, right? The other one start with split and ended with pro, and now we have the opposite thing. But we already see a lot of things going on.
We managed to get like 2 kills for both ways. Melser and wait, now last here at the ramps of Ace. I don't know. He was poisoned by Naxat, being a Viper and died by the poison. That's simply so mean. Now the advantage of numbers lies in Crew's hands, and they're heading straight to B site to go. Oh, Loud is going, but Tweez is all alone in here. Crew is trying to get all the way through their defender's spot, the defender's spawn, but they're already here at B stars. Well, either way, Aspas is trying to check the middle of the map.
Yeah, I think Aspas is waiting for like Tuiz to say and it's something. I would say that, but it looks like Tuiz is just going around as well, and they're going to both be at Sky.
Aspas goes the first, gets the second, and now Melser versus the world. Time is not on his side. He doesn't have any intel. Aspas goes straight into the nicely placed smoke, but after a thrifty, the point goes to Loud.
I think now Aspa just had like a help of heaven, I would say that, because this last kill wasn't supposed to go like this. But the thing that matters is now we have 1 point to Loud and no points to Crew at the start, and I don't know. Aspas just read everything pretty well. He was waiting in the sky without giving up his position, and then Twiz went there with him. But now we have another round starting.
As we watch another round being started, we see that Loud decided to go almost with full buys, and Aspas goes for the kill, but now less takes down 2 players, but is taken by the third. Now it's a 2v4 moment. Loud right now still has the upper head, but they are starting to go inside of spike site B. Now Shetty and Nagzet are all the way through the sewers, trying to locate themselves right by the middle, but Aspas is here in the bottom of mid. He goes and he gets the information. Now Crew definitely is in some sort of trouble. They need to decide which way they're gonna go to try to retake, but Aspas is here by the lobby. He gets the first, he tries to assure the second, but now a Shady versus him, there isn't much to be done. He goes and he succeeds. It's the 2-0 here in scoreboard.
Yeah, the second point is really expected to be in the same side at the team that won the first one, the pistol, and now it's supposed to go to Crew, but we will see, because I think Loud just came back to the third map as a different Loud, as we've been seeing a lot. I don't know what is going on, if they're just training at the first map and then just messing around with us. I don't know, but it looks like it's a different Loud from what we saw before.
Definitely is, and let's hope they're keeping themselves like that. Now we have Kawanzin carrying the spike, but also we have Les trying to open the ways in the entrance of the A side. But also we have Twiz here by B, making some noise and delivering some damage to Melser. Oh my god, now he goes. Kasnit has some sort of information, and Klaus goes carrying his delightful parrot, but no way. Crew succeeds in trying to hold them back, but not for enough time. Last minute, and we see that Kawanzin goes for the plant right here at the corner. Now the retake starts. And look at that. Twiz is on a way to try to interrupt and catch them off guard. At least try to secure a kill him by lurking. We watched as the seekers were placed. Melser here by A tower. Les is about to find him. And as he's positioning, oh my, Les goes and gets it. Melser didn't succeed on the way, but we see Kawanzi on the run with 3 kills and another point to Loud. Right now, it's a 3-0.
Yeah, definitely is the different Loud what we saw before. And that's good for Loud, because this round just breaks everything that Crew could do, because now they will have to do economics again. They can't just force again, because this can compromise the other round. So now it looks like we are going to a 4-0. Not sure, but I believe there is a little bit important, no, just a little bit important that Crew as for a timeout as soon as they can.
And just like that, we begin the fourth round. We are really close by as Loud starts to walk seekingly for the first kill, but they succeed. Nagzad was basically spotted here by mid-vent and destroyed. With 1 player less, the Crew team is gonna have to perform some sort of miracle. Loud's being really incisive, and Aspas goes again. and secures another advantage for his team. It's the last minute, and just before our eyes, we managed to see Twist simply obliterating the dreams of Crew. It's now a 5v2 situation. Now 5v1. Klaus is all alone here by the stairs of B site. There isn't much he can do. He's about to be ambushed. They're gonna go from both sides, and he doesn't have much to do, but he succeeds in stealing a perfect round from Loud. It's the 4th point, yes, but at the very least, Luis is gonna have to do some rebuys.
Yeah, and as I said before, I'm gonna repeat myself because this is a complete different Loud that we've been seeing so far at the series, and they are of course getting in Crew's mind. Like now they have the timeout because 4-0 is a awful scenario. In the next round, they will have to do something with the equipments because if they lose the next one, it will be very hard to come back from that. We know that Loud waited a little bit longer on the last map to ask for a timeout, but the situation was not as bad. Actually, it was almost the same thing, but Loud at least won the bonus round, and Crew even that didn't do that. So I would say that this is looking as pretty good to Loud because this map is known as being a great map to defend, and Loud is attacking. So
We have high hopes. Either way, Aspas has his Blade Storm to try to perform some kills really early on. And the economics by Crew is definitely shattered. They are with like 400 credits, 350, and there's Nags with only 50 left. They need to get this point, otherwise they're gonna be broken and surrounded by moments in which Loud has the upper hand, not only in points but also in the weapons. Look at that, Sadhak managed to do pretty good job, at least advancing all the way through the mid bottom. We see Klaus here with his Trailblazer, but now as the cloud burst is positioned, Melser doesn't know where to look, but Aspas is right here hiding in the middle of the clouds. And look at that, Melser managed to get a kill against Kawanzin. It's now a 4v3 situation. Louds begin, and also look at that twist. He's simply a monster. We get as the positioning of the blast pack is there, but Asheri is all the way down. Kasnit with his operator. Not this time. It's the 5th point in a row for Loud. It's 5-0.
yeah, and in the beginning we saw that Melzer were aiming to the top of the wood over there, and he was aiming to the right place, but because we saw that Aspas went there after that, but it was a bad timing because he didn't expect that the guy in the light, our favorite bird, was going to blind his everything. So now we have a little bit of awful situation for Crew because this looks like that is going to be a 6-0 because of the economics.
But either way, here we are. They don't have much to display because Kawanzin is already here. Klaus, with his sheriff, secures the trade pretty quickly. Aspas. We see that Kasnit has his blades up, and Sadhak loses his head. Now the advantage is through the Echo side. Crew gets 4 players still standing, while Loud only has 3.
Yeah, we see that in the economics, we always see this ultimate of chat being used in the best way possible. It always can change everything. But before that, we saw a kill made by a sheriff. So yeah, and now we have the cosmic divide.
It's placed pretty now and sharing the space. We see the positioning also of the Viper's pit. So Loud is trying to play all the way in. Nagzad is forced to enter. And look at that, Aspas! Goes straight into the bullets. But Nagzad with The moment of truth. We see Les here trying to secure the moment of insane kills happening. Melser versus Les and Twist. He goes for the first, but he's easily taken down by the second. 6-0 here. Oh my god, I'm insane in the split.
Look what he do with this sheriff in his hand. And we see that Flamestorm is always a game-changing ultimate in echo rounds. But Loud can thank the heavens that this wasn't enough to take this round in behalf of them, because now Crew is getting to a situation that is not good at all, because we expect that in an attack at this map you do at least 6 points, and this is already what Loud has, and is still 6 points to go.
And we begin with some sort of situation not so favorable to Loud, as Sadhak is quickly taken down. But we also watch as Kaznit succeeds to secure another kill, this time against Aspas. It's 5v3. Loud does not have the upper hand. Also the positioning of the toxic screen. Last minute is just close by. Klaus was blinded, but also watches just as Kawanzin secures one and now the second kill. The snake bite. Oh, Naxet! He walks through the poison and easily taken down by Loud. Now 3v2. Ashadi tries to recuperate the grounds, but look at Twist. He may try to succeed the ambush. Less. Oh no, Ashadi walks straight into those bullets. 7-0 to Loud.
Yeah, like we already know what is going to happen right now, because we are Brazilians and 7-1 is always what we can expect. But with like jokes aside, it's not looking good to Crew. They will have to force everything they can. They can't do any more rounds like with echoes. I say this is looking like last week.
And he drops them and the smoke comes up. And what anime is that? Help me.
Dragon Ball? I mean, what?
Dragon? No, it's not Dragon Ball.
It's every anime of all time, bro.
That's a good point.
And let's keep going, because just right now we see that Loud has a full buy and Crew does not. Nexet tries his best to reposition himself right here, close to the mid vent. Kaznit carries his Guardian, Ashadi, Klaus, and Melser are all with nothing left except sheriffs. And I don't know about this. It's really close by, but Lexet! He managed to secure the drop of the spike and almost gets that third kill against Sadhak.
Yeah, he tried that before and didn't work, but now he got 2 kills in a row.
If they bring this one back, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's really troublesome. And just before our eyes, Kaznit goes against Twist. Now it's a 2v3 situation. Sadhak managed to get the plant.
Sadhak gets the spike down. He has the ult. It's a 2v2.
And now the trouble is afoot. Only 11 HP left. Sadhak goes just with his showstopper in hand. Is looking for someone to be blown out. The rocket field is about to go down, and he positions it, but not well enough to get a kill. Time is starting to go shortly. The blast back is on ahead, but Klaus gets the kill. Kazi gets another. There's gonna be time to get the defuse.
Yeah, and Kaznit were aware of what LS were before, and it wasn't how he expected. But I said before, 7-1 is something that we always can expect in Brazilian games. I don't know, everyone just remembers of 2014, I would say.
Yeah, we do. It's an open wound, dare I say.
I'm wondering if out there, I mean, getting way too comfortable.
All right, and now we still can see this looking like a map that is going to Loud, but it's too early to say anything because it's still in the first half. We don't know, and we saw all gynae lights happening at the same time, and Kazan got the battle.
Sadhak is weak.
Advantage again.
We've seen this too many times.
And let's keep going because we managed to see three players of Loud being wiped out in just a couple of seconds. Klaus is the only one being punished. Now Les and Twist have to perform a miracle because they are close by. Nagzat with his snake bite tries to scare Les off. In either way, he's going to rotate all the way through B side. But there was Melser here to disturb the peace and secure the second point.
Yeah, and now we have a 7-2 is still looking very good to Loud because they are attacking at the map that everyone knows is a defense map, as I said before. But you never know. Maybe Crew has the greatest idea of how to defend, attack this map, and we need to expect to see that. But they have to do something to get close to the 7 points. They can't do any other mistakes. Otherwise, it won't be easy to come back from that because 7 points is already far.
Exactly. It's like a way up ahead. But either way, we have another round started. This we see that the economics by both teams are not really stable, but also Crew. We see Caddy with like 6,000 credits. It's a lot. He can do some rebuys to his teammates. But time runs by and Loud is all the way through middle. They are walking down the sewers. They seem to be heading towards the B side.
Mid presence from Loud. A little bit spam for
Sadhak was looking for someone, but there wasn't no one to be found. Last minute and just before our eyes, we see Melser in the way here by the garage, trying to be sneaky and really getting the time on the favor of the defenders. Yeah, Loud is definitely coming all the way here to B side. We have a Shetty here trying to at least stop them for a while their companions are on the way. Klaus, oh my god, he watches perfectly just behind the Nebula. But Sadhak and Les are on the way. And Klaus, oh my god, not only one but two kills safely secured just as we blink. But look at that, a total wipe by Crew. They are about to defuse the spike.
Yeah, Crew just had the best timing ever. If he opened before, he could just be killed easily, and he literally just made the best decision ever. He just waited to the plan to be made, and then he opened, and he literally just we see a timeout coming here because 3 points in a row is not that much when you have 7 points, but it can mean that they are just trying to understand better how Loud is doing what they are, and they have to do something. They just chill out the team or try a different approach and change that so a Crew can't just read everything from them.
And let's keep going because right now, with this timeout, Loud's team is gonna have to at least revisit some of the strategies that have been placed. And Crew is doing an amazing job trying to fill the holes left behind by the attackers. Either way, we're still wide ahead of them. Let's keep up.
And again, everything can change or no at the other side of the map. So we need to wait to see what is going on after the next point because we have only 1 point left on this. Are we going to go the turnaround around a 9-3? I hope not. So Crew, you can have this point, but not the others.
Indeed, let's hope for that. Let's keep cheering Loud up. And another round's about to start. Kazan has his Blade Storm. Melser has his Cosmic Divide. And we are on the reach of like really close by to swiping the sides. Klaus with his Guiding Light at least was searching for some intel but wasn't able to locate it. And now everything is turning pretty green towards not only the toxic screen but also the positioning of the Sky's animals. We managed to see that no damage was dealt to the Crew, guys. Only Kawanzin is pretty hurt. Oh, a Shetty! I totally jinxed him.
Yeah, Asheri almost got killed, but they have Klaus with the the sky to help him with the regrowth. And oh no,
Oh,
what
he
happened?
was beaten by Kawazin's Trailblazer. That's definitely something. Now, with the last 40 seconds in this round, Sadhak just above. Now it's a 3v5 situation. Melser got the intel cross by. Not much to be done as we see Loud all the way here to A site, trying to assure that Spike's gonna be planted.
Yeah, they will have to try to plant anyway because there is no other round. They will just turn the sign of the maps, so they can't just save the weapon. But Aspas is making sure they can't save it even for this round.
They can save anything on Waspa's watch. He goes for 2 kills. Now Melser is all the way here to 8 tower, but with a third kill and a flawless point, Loud gets another way ahead.
Yeah, and now everything. I don't know how happy or worried I am right now because it's 9-3. But I
I'm
joke.
definitely shaking here.
It's 9-3. No, it's 8-3.
We're close by. If we get that
Okay.
point, it's gonna be 9-3.
Into ropes to try to push back.
Oh yeah. No, okay. I don't know what happened in my mind. Yeah.
Really unlucky. Kesnit with the off still.
I don't know. I think I just got confused. Yeah, just keep going.
Confirmation that someone's close by.
Let's go. Just as we begin, we see that the summoning of the Blade Storming Hands of Kaznit is going to be definitive. He's trying to search, but it doesn't go that way. Aspas managed to sneak by. Oh my god, he almost secured a kill, but the repositioning was quick, and we see that the Loud team is dominating inside of the Spike side, but Kaznit managed to secure a knife. Aspas simply returns with his, and he's flying by. I wonder if he's gonna start to spin in any moment.
Yes.
There's nobody in the site.
Last minute, and right now the advantage starts to crawl by because Crew has 4 players still standing while Loud only has 2.
Yeah, we know that all players can be game changing at Loud side and also Crew side. We can see that right now. All players individually are doing a great job, and who knows? Maybe this round is going to be a Louds anyway or not. But they have time. The Spike side is clear, and they just have to be safe now and make sure they can
Opportunity to snatch
uh,
another round away.
stop the retake.
I hope they manage to stop it, but like I said, with numbers being high, it's not going to be an easy task. Now it's all on Aspas. He's by himself inside of B side. He's going to get surrendered. No way to stay alive. It's only a matter of time before the defuse is completed, and we swap the sides.
As I said, this point could be theirs because I don't want to jinx with the 9-3. And then now we have the other side, and everything will be different. All the strategics of both teams. We can see if Loud is just going to have what they had in the first map because this was the same score they had in the first map, and Crew just had the turnaround. But I don't believe that this will happen at this map because it's way different of Pearl that you have one side really 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 strong, like both spike sides at Split are the same, and they also have the middle that is very I would say they can have like a lot of different strategies. But see, this kill was I wasn't expecting that. I thought Aspas would die at this case, and he didn't. And now we have an 8-4. 8-4 is not that far, but is also a safe score to allow just do 5 more rounds and then just win this.
I'm super nervous right now because we've seen that Crew is managing to be really tough to beat, even though Loud's incursions are strongly opposed to that. Either way, we are just straight of like carrying all of this perception. And look at that. We have some time to think about what's been happening since the swap of the sides gives us some time to breathe, but I'm super nervous. God.
This could have gone
Yeah, and we can see in the screen there the 13-0 that Loud did last week. We already know that this is not the case from today, but I still believe is not going to be that close, and I think this map is going to be Loud's anyway. And but even if this is what happens, I need to say that Crew is doing a great job of like understanding what Loud is doing, and they are trying really hard to not let the odds happens in the way they are supposed to. They're going to go against the odds until this last round.
And just as halftime is over, we are back to the second and last pistol of the series. It's now or never. And I mean, I'm super psyched because in a way we see that Aspas is being like the top frag of Loud in either way, Kasnit, but Klaus is right just there. It's quite a different approach by Ashadi considering he was the monster that obliterated Loud in the first map, that Pearl. I'm wondering what's happening since he changed his agent as well. Well, let's keep going since we already have the dominance of Crew inside of B side.
Yeah, actually, just playing flex because this was he is here just to be instead of Davis, and he was a flex player. So Ashadi has just to follow around this, but he is a great starter anyway, and he's playing Raze. So I think he's
Yeah.
not playing safe.
Yeah, I mean he's going through some difficulties to, I mean, at least set up his personal kid as the agent. Now Crew wiped out three of Loud's players. They are trying to ensure that the spike is going to explode. Time is running short, and we see that Aspas just tried to breach inside, but Kawanzin was left alone. He goes for the first kill. He goes out of bullets, and the pistol goes to Crew.
And we know that frenzy is a great weapon, but as the bullets just go like real quick, this may happen all the time if you are not that like close to a place that you can just hide. And that's it. Now Crew is getting closer to Loud, and it doesn't look like yet, but Loud needs to be safe because it's 3 points. 3 points is not that far. You remember what I said in the last map that when it was 10-7, I said 3 points is not that much, but Loud just got all those.
Definitely it is. Let's watch just as another round starts, and we are being confronted by a strong A tech side by the Crew team. And they only secured not only the first, but also a second kill. But look at that. Wiz is trying to breach from inside. And then now it's a 3v2 situation. Kasnit goes against Aspas. He was blinded. And he succeeds in his attempt of brought even more the advantage. Crew is close in the scoreboard.
Yeah, let's see what happens because this round is supposed to go to Loud, but they are not. It looks like they lost a little bit of their energy. They start this map, but we will see. Like now is the bonus round, so they are supposed to have that. And after this, if everything just go well, we will see a weak equal round and see which side is stronger. In fact, after this turnaround of maps, sides.
And let's go because just right now, even though Loud lost, they are still like buying fully. Their economy is completely shattered right now. If they don't get this 9th point, they're gonna be in huge trouble. Sarhak was just about to close by Kalanzin. Les is trying to at least avoid this Nebula, but Kazin goes the first kill. He's traded quickly by Twiz. And look at that, Sarhak is coming from our side, but Twiz is still trying to hide from the enemies. Goes for the third kill, and now it's Klaus versus the world. He succeeds in the kill, but it's taken down. Look at that, the 9th point is the reality.
In this round happened something that we always see, that we say that Loud won, but they lost because they lost 3 weapons in a bonus round, and this is not good. But Twiz did a great job. He got 4 kills in a row, but I don't know what this can be hard. For example, we see that Twist is with a half of a shield because probably he bought through another person, but who knows? They still have four good weapons though. Sadak doesn't, but let's
Yeah,
see what
but
he
I
can
gotta
do with
respect
this.
the judge. He can do some damage with that if he's really close to the enemies. And look at that as the stars starting to align. We see that Kawanzin went for the kill, but he was the one taken down. A Shetty here in the middle. Not really easy to be discovered by the Nebula. We see as Nags that is gonna drop down his toxic screen. Last minute standing, and it's now or never.
Crew decide to throw the brakes on the round. The spikes.
Yeah, and Kawanzi opened that before the weapon went back to him, so it was like 1 second away of getting the kill that he was trying to get. He was faster than one supposed to.
And we watch by as the 40 seconds flew by. It's a 5v4 situation. Crew has the upper hand, but we watch as they're trying to cross over to a site where there are no loud players defending. This is definitely some trouble because they're gonna have to at least perform a huge rotation if they're gonna stop this point from getting to them.
Ekro just did this turn around of the map by the sky. We can see that something is going to happen there. I don't know what.
It's really tough to guess exactly what's happening. Nagzet decides to not keep searching from the mid-van where there's a Sadhak carrying his judge. Time is starting to run short, and Loud doesn't have much to do. They're spread across the map. The 7 point is pretty much guaranteed to Crew.
Yeah, they're going to save their weapons, try to be safe with them. But that means that Sadak is going to stay with this judge in his hands. And I know that his position, the position that he's playing in the middle over there, it can be effective, but it's also a little bit limiting if he has to do a retake or something like that. But we don't know what can happen. But 9 to 7 is getting close, and it's starting to look like the first map, and I'm not happy.
They're full strength.
I'm definitely concerned with everything that's been happening here. We are really close by in the scoreboard 9 to 7, 7 to 9. Kaznit has his Blaze Storm. Kawanzin carries his Seekers, and Twist still with his Cosmic Divide up to be used. All of these rounds are giving us headaches and less. Oh my god, Asheri was totally knocked down by his insane reflexes.
Yeah, and now we have a situation of 5 to 4. They are having, they still have time to play, but it looks like they're going to do as fast as possible just because they know that Loud is not there yet.
They have their hopes, but we watch as Cloud starts to plant. Pretty default, actually, and the Seekers are totally released. Oh, Sadhak was just about to utilize his showstopper, but he was the one being stopped. Now the time is not in favor of Loud. They still have to breach inside of the spike site. We see that Aspas is with backup of Kawanzin. Twist was taken down. Nagzat is definitely being a pain in their heads as we speak. But Kawanzin was just about the one being the savior. But Kawanzin is now taken down. Crew is really getting there.
Yeah, it looks like Crew had a plan. They had a plan of how to play in the attack. They won 4 of the 5 rounds, as we can see so far. And it looks like they just got back the energy they had in the beginning of the maps, like the beginning of the series. And Loud is like they have to start to worry right now and try to understand what they can do. Like Sadak as a EGL, he needs to have some ideas, but now we see that they don't have a lot of equipments, and it's not looking good. And Ezita, it looks like it's going to go like to a tie 9-9.
Yeah, and I really am dreaded by that thought. We've seen that Crew is managing to score a lot. And to get here in the decider and being taken down like that, it's definitely really sad. Aspas, oh my god, he was able to secure the kill and he repositions himself, but Kazan is right up ahead and he is really attentive. Melser, he found less, and now it's Sadhak versus the world. It's a 4v1 situation. I don't think we're gonna get there. I think the tie is just a reality, and it goes.
Yeah, it's looking like they are forgetting that they have to check some places. Like, it's a lot of rounds that they are taking to the back. Like, Nags is doing something with this Viper. He is just getting a lot of kills coming through the back. So I don't know. They are just not playing safe, and this is the result that we can see over here. Now we have a tie, and finally a timeout because come on, look how many rounds they had to lose to us for this timeout.
And that's definitely a huge problem. We are straight up tied here. It's a map to each team, and now so close to finishing the series. Every detail counts. Every detail has a huge impact on the outcome.
Yeah, and I don't know because Loud is. They started this map with so much blood in their eyes, that how we say here, and now it looks like Crew said, "Okay, we're not going to let this happen. We are not showing our best in the championship, so this is our chance to prove our value, right? Because if the team that is in the bottle just win this series that no one was able to do it so far, they can show that they worth something, that they are still um, a team to believe in, because like they are not showing the best in results, but they are fighting every match to win. So I just hope this is not the time that they are going to prove anything.
I really hope so because we already started, and just as we blink, we see Shetty almost being defeated, but now he's being regrowthed by Sky's abilities. And it's really tense. Both teams are really close to the edge. And we see Crew already passing by middle. Kawanzin is trying to hold back here from B side, but there's also less here by the rafters. And look at that. First kill by Kawanzin. Melser was defeated, yes. But look, we see another wonderfully displayed kill. Just like that, it's the last minute of the round, and Loud has two players more than Crew at this moment. Aspas goes and secures that it's three. It's now a 5v2 situation.
We are missing by less than a second those kills. Like every time we just go to the player, like after he got the kill. But what matters is the score, and now it's getting hard to Crew. Crew is not in a good situation, and Aspas is there, and they already know someone is in there.
And it's really dangerous because as time is running short, you see he repositioning himself. Sadhak goes for the kill, but Aspas also is there and finishes everything.
Yeah, and now we have a 10-9. It's not great yet because it's just 1 point. Everything can change in this next round that we will see. But I don't know. I don't know. Is just showing a great job so far, and I can't jinx anymore. I'm not going to say that this is going to go in a good place for Loud, and but we just can hope. We can hope that this is they needed this timeout, and they just did something there, spoke about something there, and then solved the issue.
Let's keep going because we have Sadhak with his showstopper, Aspas with his Blade Storm. On the other hand, Kazan also has his ult, and Melser keeps his Cosmic Divide now being placed to ensure that they get a safe passageway through B site. But look at that next Z. Oh my. Now we have trouble because The Viper speed was placed and oh, not anymore. Ay. We are definitely straight up to the last minute. Aspas is just trying to check from the ramps, and it's not an easy job. He's about to select his dash, and just as we space out, Klaus was taken down by backside. Now everything rises on Melser. He's trying to do the impossible. He repositions himself, but Twist is just around the corner. It's the 11th point of Loud.
Yeah, and we see that Sadak didn't get his showstopper and right, but he killed Viper anyway. So Nags went to heaven, and now Crew had to ask for timeout because they went there, they just got the tie, and then Loud just got 2 rounds in a row. What means that Crew has to win everything, and they have like only one spot left to mistakes, but you know that if you lose one, you'll just get your mind in a place that you're it would be hard to get another one, to not get another one. So Loud is 2 rounds to get there, but everything can happen. It's not that far. The distance is only 2 rounds, but it's not looking good for Crew.
Definitely not. They are really struggling to keep up. And with this timeout chosen by them, they are like really passing by as desperate. They are really searching for the all-time possibilities. We still have like 2 votes, one to each side. Viper's Pit on Lessa's side and Kaznit's Blade Storm. Let's keep going because Loud is so close to finishing the series.
Yeah, and Kaznet is really going to use his ultimate right now. He didn't buy any weapon to try to save some money for the next round because their economics is not looking any good.
And we begin with Cassidy already summoning his blades, trying to search for someone inside of the A site. But look at that, Aspas goes for the kill. Twist is right around the corner to get another. It's now a 2v4 situation. Asheri goes to no! He succeeds on filling not only Kawanzin's spot, but also Sadhak's. Aspas, he misses the shot. Now it's a 2v2 situation. But Les is on the way. He gets the kill, but now it's a 1v1. Melser with almost 100 of health, and Aspas only with 10. He needs to do the impossible right now if we're gonna hope for this easy match point. Aspas goes down, but no, not this time. Melser is just watching for him. 10 to 11, 11 to 10.
Yes, he is really close right now, and Aspas just chose the worst time ever to jump from the sky, but he's still with good economics. He just got his operator back, and we see that now everyone is with good weapons. So let's see how they can deal with it, if they will. I don't know, but I think the name of this round was Asheri. He got 2 kills in a row over there. And
it's really troublesome because Aspas already began the round, but he not only secures the first, but also the second kill. Cassidy managed to punish Twist. It's still a moment to be quite contempt, as Loud is having a strong defense here in Split. The positioning now of the Trailblazer almost gets Melser off guard, but he goes for the plant. He succeeds in that. And he's really hurt now by the paint shells. Look at that. He loses the momentum, and Aspas punishes him. Kaznit is all by himself. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Didn't feels happen. It's now match point, and series point to Loud.
Cousin did a great job of saving this weapon. He got a kill with, like, I think he was like with 22 of HP, and even though he was able to get this kill, the last kill, and he doesn't have like great equipments like the team, but they have like this shield. Like we have 3 people with half shield, so this is not good for the team. But they don't have any chances. They can't just give this round with economics because it's 1 point to go for Loud.
They need to go all the way with their bikes, all the way with their weapons, trying to secure. But we see Kawanzin with the first kill against Melser. He will not be able to try to change the tides here. As the spike was dropped just close by at mid, we now notice Kaznit coming to search, but the Seekers were also displayed. It's now a 5v4 situation. With also the guiding light being set, they have noticed now that there are players of crew here in the mid. Kawanzin almost managed to bite off Kaznit, but time is running short and they start to relocate themselves towards the spike site B. It's now or never for crew and they give up. They are going to rotate all the way through A side.
Yeah, and we see that Kawanzin has also his Seekers, and I believe he's going to use that in the next few seconds just to make sure where everyone is. They are all in the same place, but just to be sure that they will have a distraction while they're going. But Twiz is there.
And Twiz gets the kill, but it's all in hand of Machete. Loud manages to finalize the series, and they are still undefeated in VCT America.
And see, this is how it is to be a Brazilian fan of Loud. How can you survive like that? They are always trying to, I don't know, kill you with your emotions, and like it's always like that. Oh, they lost the first map. Oh my god, what we do now? Oh my god, the second map is hard, and then the third map, like everything just go well. Like this one, it wasn't easy. As I said, crew was doing anything they could to change that, to not be like the only team with no victories, but they couldn't go there. So we still have Loud as the only invictus team of this, and is still in the top.
Yeah, and I mean, they are joining VRX and also Fnatic in staying invicted. They are still the single team that, I mean, gets to give us a lot of heart attacks, but they're still on top. They managed to at least rebuild their confidence as the series went by. They lost the first map, but they secured the second and the third. And now for crew, the time is almost as desperate as ever. I mean, now we are about to finish our broadcast. I need to thank you most endearingly, Red, to be part of this as a guest. Rex Gang and all of us watching are grateful to you. We had a wonderful series by Loud, and as always, a huge pleasure to be with you guys.
It was my pleasure being here, guys. Thank you for everything.
We'll see you guys very close by, and check this out. We're gonna rate, and there we are about to rate co-staff.